Okay. Anyway,
a
hi.
bouquet of flavors.
That's been Tyson's pro tip.
Dustin is very high, so you'll have to
I got a different energy on this show.
You'll have to give him some grace, please.
That's our other show.
I knew that was coming.
Yes.
Okay, I said it knowing that you'd reference grace from the other show.
Exactly. See, I'm letting you know I'm on the path you're used to me being.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
That's us harmonizing, like we're tuning up.
Yeah, it's blood harmony.
Should we try to harmonize on a note? Just like get a note?
Sure. You want to start us off?
All right. That's nice.
Yeah. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay,
It was nice being here.
let's do this. Let's talk about some bozo.
Show 3.
Yes.
Show 3 energy.
Show 3 energy at the top. You good and high?
Good and high, yeah.
Good and high.
Yeah.
Perfect. Franchises can be a messy business. Maintaining consistency is a struggle. Inevitably, phrases such as, "No, I'm not going to that McDonald's. That's the bad one." Or, "That's the shithole Walmart. I'll drive the extra 10 minutes for the good one," falls out of your face. But when a representation of a brand is spot on, the results are nothing short of amazing. For decades, one such franchise clown managed to do just that, amaze us. No, not Ronald McDonald. Hi, my name is Derek J. Hoover, and this is the story of the BOZO Show on Yesterdaze.
So, what would you little maniacs like to do first?
69, dudes! Well, there's your problem right there, Vern.
Hey, Willie.
Cowabunga!
Goonies never say die!
I know you are, but what am I?
I know you are, but what am I?
And knowing is half the battle.
Autobots, roll out. Thunder! Thundercat!
Gordon's alive!
Oh, yeah!
It only takes a spark. It only takes a spark to start.
That was the longest intro you've ever done. You say you try to keep it 30 seconds.
I tried. I usually, 25,
Yeah.
35 max. 35 is the max.
But
Where was
He's
that?
smelling his own farts now.
Yeah.
I don't mind him. I don't care.
No.
I like it too. I like my brand. I like your brand.
Also, I know which the shitty
Go to
Walmart
Go
is. I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I go there only out of convenience.
The one by my house?
Which one's that?
The one on University?
Oh, yep.
Oh, yeah, we got a winner.
That's a big
That's the bottom beer.
No, I'd go there after work.
I
That's
used
when
to
I'd be
go
at the Metro Center.
to the East Peoria Walmart, which is not
No, that
awesome.
ain't great either.
But when I started going to the Washington Walmart, the day I made the decision, this is now my Walmart. It's like 3 extra minutes out of my way. That's the day that I got hit by a car.
Oh, no.
My body, not my
Spirit.
not my vehicle. I got hit by a car. My
You got
person.
vexed.
I think we talked about it
got
on the
dusted.
show. I'm okay.
You know, there was a comedian at the Jukebox Comedy Club, which apparently is still open.
Their sign is gone, though.
Yeah,
I
I know.
drove
Oh,
by
no.
it the other day, and I was like, are they closed?
I know the story,
Okay.
but they are open.
No.
Anyway, there was a local comedian who was really funny. He had the funniest joke of the night. He said, remember when that band, that football team, the Washington Redskins, was around, and he said, he was talking about with his parents, and his parents came up with the idea they should change the name to the Washington Redskins. It's like the local humor.
Very good.
Okay,
And then the Native American population would not be
Nearly
offended.
as offended.
As long as they change it to
Washington.
Washington. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I hijacked your
Hello, my name is
Sorry,
Jason.
and
It's
made it
Jason
worse.
and Dustin,
Hello.
and I'm Derek. We're here
We're here.
for Yesterday's. It's third show energy. Wink.
Yeah, it's first show energy.
Did you say wink?
Yeah.
Wink.
We're
It sounded like
recording
a
it-
door crack.
Oh, that was my Foley work.
You should see my grip.
That voice
Who's
right
that?
there.
Who's
That's
that?
a special guest
Where'd
tonight.
he come from?
Who dat? Who dat?
You feel grip. You don't see it. All right?
My name is Tyson Plastic from the band The Fantastic Plastics.
Welcome.
Yeah.
You've technically been on every episode of the show, just not in voice.
Yes.
That's true.
That's true.
Yes.
I don't sing on this.
That delightful song that brings the show up and brings the show down. That is, of course, by the Fantastic Plastics, fronted by this gentleman to my left. Tyson, how are you?
Every day is a struggle, and that's just to get out of bed. And from there, it's all downhill. How you guys doing?
Wow.
That's deep.
You're matching Derek's energy.
Miranda told me to stop saying that because there are people that really is their life, and it's I might, my life isn't that bad.
Yeah, we wish them luck, as we do all depressed people and, people dealing with just life.
Yeah.
We're all in it together, folks.
Exes.
How bad could our lives be? We're all white guys in America,
It's true.
How bad could our lives really be?
I'm not gonna lie. Things are pretty great. I got a fresh new pair of sneakers and hot water.
All right. That's not really the case, though. You don't struggle to get out of bed unless your bed's like obscenely
low to the
difficult
ground?
get out of. Yeah.
It's low to the ground.
Mattress on the floor.
Not that
I've
low.
been there. I've been there.
I've had floor mattress.
We've all been there, guys.
Yeah.
We've all slept on the floor.
I think once in your life you have to have a floor mattress situation. Keeps you humble.
There was this Tom Cruise movie called Oblivion, and they had the coolest bed in that movie. And I said, I want to get that.
Like a race car bed?
Oh, yeah.
I wanted one of those.
I want a
Holy
Murphy bed.
shit.
But for a grown-up?
Like Eddie Valiant.
Yeah.
What was the one in his bed?
Yeah,
It's like one of those that looks like it's floating, like low to the ground, flat, slats, but it looks like it's floating. So I found the one the closest to it,
Oh, and you did get it.
and I did get it.
Hell yeah.
I mean, not the one from the movie, but it's close.
Yeah,
as I
that'd
could
be.
find.
Wow,
You got
that's
a
like
signed
John
prop?
Voight's Buick or whatever.
John Voight's LeBaron.
That's it.
Tom Cruise bit the side of the bed. That's
he
how
goes to
know it
work
is.
in his John Voight LeBaron. He comes
Yeah.
home in his Tom Cruise Oblivion bed.
Is that movie
Comes Home
good?
too.
I think I own it and I haven't watched it yet.
It's fantastic.
It's
Is that the
one
time
of the
travel
few
one?
cruise ones.
There's a
I
time
haven't
travel
seen.
element?
No, it's like, no, I don't think so. It's like he's on a planet and he's like a miner all by himself, and I can't remember if he has a woman with him or not, but.
They
Anyway.
use that Benjamin Button age stuff.
No,
to like make
I don't
want
to spoil the ending.
Not that kind of minor.
It went under the ground. It's kind of like Omega Man, but in space. And anyway,
a
it's
think
got a really
piece.
good twist to it.
Do you love Tom Cruise?
I do, and I may not agree with his lifestyle choices.
Who
but
does?
He elevates everything he's in.
I agree.
He's my favorite
That's fair.
actor, and I say that unashamed.
I unabashedly say I love Tom Cruise.
Cold Trickle, man.
Mainly what he does and how he's represented as a man. His work is fine, but what he does as a man
His
is what I
work
really
ethic
like.
that
is amazing.
That's the sweet spot for you.
He abandoned his children.
No, he did do that.
He's paying for her college according to
Oh, great.
legal settlement.
Yeah.
Well, I wish Katie.
Sometimes I wish we were a video podcast just
Yeah.
because of your face.
I take that as a slight.
You shouldn't.
Thetans is not a currency, right?
No, it sounds like condiment.
It's like sin.
Give me a nice turkey
Thetans are
bacon
sin.
Swiss. Yeah, with Thetans.
Tyson, what do you know
On
about
a nice
Dianetics?
rye. What do you know of Dianetics?
Well, I know that it started as a friendly bet between, I think the guy that what's the grok? You know, grok. That term grok.
From Emperor's New Groove?
No, well, it doesn't
Oh,
matter.
that's a good
I was
movie.
thinking the
Or
guy
the football player.
Heinlein. I think Heinlein and J.R. What's his name?
Elron.
Right, which is a character from Lord of the Rings, which is very confusing right now.
L. Ron Hubbard.
Yeah, L. Ron Hubbard and this Heinlein guy, I think it was, had a bet to see who could create a religion out of sci-fi, and he clearly won.
I remember the
Yeah.
commercials as a kid.
I think
For the Dianetics.
volcano.
Yes, in the book.
Yeah.
The book.
Insert clip here.
Dianetics.
Understand life. Read Dianetics by L. Ron Hubbard, the owner's manual for the human mind. For only $5.95, it's a great investment in yourself.
Yeah,
Your
it's
butt cheeks is warm.
I think a lot of religion, well, maybe all of it, not
Chick,
not
big
accurate,
stick.
not real. No better case than fabricated from whole cloth than L. Ron Hubbard doing it, right? He literally said, here it is. I'm a science fiction writer. You're talking about a bet. He's saying, I created this religion.
I think the only thing that gets crazier than that is the whole lizard people thing.
Well, hold on. What was that?
What was
what did
that?
you just do?
What the-
That was me doing Foley work again.
Wait.
Hold on a
minute.
second.
Licking my eyeball like a lizard, you know?
Oh no!
We got a McCoyle
oh,
at
no.
the table.
Oh no! You know the whole lizard people thing. Like,
I've heard tell.
secretly
Slee
lizard
stacks?
people.
Slee stacks.
Well, they might as well be Slee stacks. All it is the 1970s friggin' miniseries V. Somebody decided to make it
was
a
in the
conspiracy
80s
theory. Was it?
or
Yeah, it was
90s,
the 80s.
or maybe-
Well, they did a remake.
Oh
in
yeah,
the
there's a remake. There'll probably be a
2000s.
remake by the time this
I'm
comes
sure.
out.
I hope
It's
to get it.
But I
been
think it was
that
like
long.
was it the early 80s? They did 2 miniseries.
You know what my favorite religion is?
VI.
Tell me.
The grand prize game.
Now are you fucking taking notes?
Yeah,
That's how you segue.
That's how you do it.
I was trying to think of how to get to like
Out of
a
the gate.
cult to the like cult of clown
Out of the gate.
bozo. I'm taking the night off on transitions.
I guess.
Perfect. Thank you, Tyson.
The grand prize game.
Yes.
I watched some Bozo videos today. Some of them dating back to the 1970s.
Me too.
And
Real
the one I
ones?
saw did not have the grand prize game in it.
Did you watch at the was it a Chicago one?
I'm not sure. Was the Chicago one the only one that had the grand prize game?
I don't know, but I think it was the it had the most. It was the longest episodes with the most
Yeah.
stuff in it.
Yeah.
From what I've
And it was the most
learned.
well-known version of Bozo.
I
As it
watched
should be.
another video of the grand prize game, specifically, not one goddamn Archway cookie to be found.
Archway homestyle cookies.
Thanks, Mom. These are great.
The big cookie with the small town taste. Fresh in your store.
No, that's
Was
bucket
it-
one, man.
Was it Matt's cookie?
No, there's no cookies at all.
No
Was it a
cookies
$1
whatsoever.
bill?
What's that?
Was it a $1 bill? And they're just spitting in your face at that point.
No, they
like,
put a crisp 50, and I saw it didn't look crisp.
Yeah.
I know the definition wasn't good, but I can tell if it's
A
crisp.
Schwinn
though.
bicycle
Was it
at the
crisp?
end.
Put it in
Came
the
out of
six.
Wizzo's wallet.
His prison wallet. Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Well, if you haven't put it together, we are talking about a classic from, starting in the 40s, but to us specifically in the 80s, Bozo the Clown and the Bozo Show, specifically WGN Chicago's.
Oh, we're specifically.
It was
doing
also
that.
Bozo Circus, though.
that's
Like, if
gonna-
we're just
yes.
talking WGN, Bozo,
We will focus-
Chicago, because it's the best.
Yes. Well, and it was also the longest running one, too.
Yeah.
And like syndicated, like none of the others were, because
Right.
the power
Bingo.
of WGN.
Because we
Yes.
were the best Bozo.
He's the one with the ton of fun. He's the ace with the crazy face.
A mile of smiles and a laugh and a half.
He's the clown that won't let you down.
I'm focused with Bozo. I'm cool by the crown. I'm radically, emphatically, in fact, I'm really focused with Bozo. When he throws the pies, I really go bonkers. For the grand prize, I really go bonkers.
Me and all the guys.
We really go bonkers and talk about outrageous things that's crazy situations. I sing a Bozo. I'm hooking for the clown.
I'm Buzzy.
And I'm nutty. Pretty crazy, but I'm focused with Bozo.
And Wizzo's so wacky.
He's really
The
focused.
professor rocks me.
He's really focused.
And cookies. Cookies.
Way focused when he goes overboard and blasts me into orbit.
Bonkers for Bozo.
I'm crazy about that clown. His gracious is outrageous, but wow!
I'm bonkers for Boz.
7 o'clock weekday mornings on Channel 9.
Midwest. That chant's not going to catch on.
I like it.
Yes, when it comes to Bozo, it is a rich tapestry of history. But as many may know
I don't know what he's doing.
don't worry about it.
I don't know why Derek does a lot of what he does.
Yeah,
It's-
well,
it's
hey,
impossible.
you know what?
What?
You've been strapped in since we were at least 6-7 years old, and you haven't gotten off this tilt.
Can't get away.
You left for a while.
Left for a
Yeah.
while.
Found your way back.
I'm trying to replicate whatever that was.
I saw some younger pictures you've been posting on Facebook, and
Jason's not in any of those, to my knowledge.
it was the ones Derek was posting. But really, I just had questions about your hair.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing.
It either goes straight up or straight down.
Yeah, it was the straight up. It looked like not Snap It to a Slim Jim. There was some like
Static X guy.
yes,
Yeah, I was going to say somebody made
Power
a
Man
comment about
5000?
Wayne Static.
Wayne Static.
Yeah.
Hey, R.I.P.
Baby, baby, ooh, baby, 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 ooh, baby,
Rest in power, Wayne Static.
Yeah,
always with
It was
me.
amazing, though.
It was back in our partying glory days when we were both swinging.
That was full like pop
roommates.
punk.
Oh yeah,
Jinko jeans, spiky hair.
It was like one of the few times
Skater
there's like
kids.
the
Skinny
periods in
blade of
history
grass.
that go up and down
Yeah.
when it's okay for men to have a lot of product in their hair.
Oh, I had a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
was
a little
thinking about
dabble
that.
do you? That L.A. looks.
Yeah.
It worked. I have no clue what was in that.
I was thinking it's funny you mentioned that
But
because I was
clearly
thinking about that recent Tyson.
Okay.
When the term, like in the aughts, the early to mid aughts, the term metrosexual became really popular, which I think it was just meant if you're a heterosexual man
and you
With
took
some style.
with style
Yeah.
and you like
Yeah.
took care of yourself, hygiene and the presentation.
You gave a shit about how you looked.
I think that's a peak of men
Yeah.
with the product in your hair and what have you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah.
And also deodorant.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Smelling
I'd
nice,
wear like
looking good.
a little baby doll T-shirt just to make people question what's that guy's.
But it would
deal?
get the it would
Back
draw
to
the
Tom
girls'
Cruise,
attention.
Yeah.
A lot of those early 80s movies were like dudes wearing like midriff wearing shirts. It was like normal.
Ernst goes
Midriff mesh shirt. Little Scotty oh god, what was the voice actor's name?
Scott
Billy West.
Menville.
Menville. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Menville. He didn't
Crutchfield.
he have Crutchfield. Didn't he have the midriff mesh
Oh, there was a couple
yeah.
of them that did. Yeah.
with the sweatbands?
Camp
and-
Kikiki.
Oh,
Like,
Camp
lot
Kikiki, baby.
A lot of stomach.
A lot of stomach,
little
indeed.
tummy.
No, we are gathered here today to talk about the BOZO Show, which was a syndicated children's show from Chicago's own WGN in Chicago, Illinois. The character of Bozo has a very rich history, which we will touch upon slightly.
There he goes
But
again.
the main course today will be
I'm strapped in.
Strap it in, baby. Will be this iteration of Bozo, which is widely considered the most iconic representation of the character. That said, the BOZO Show made its debut on WGN on June 20th, 1960. Your number one song at the time was Kathy's Clown by the Everly Brothers. No shit.
Guys, I'm out on this one. All right, I got nothing more to add.
What's Kevin doing? Just go to your room. We'll have Kevin.
All
say
right.
it. Your number one movie, Ben-Hur.
Oh man, I thought for sure a clown was going to be involved.
Truly,
man.
you are the king of kings.
Yeah.
Drink up.
Who said that? John Wayne, right?
Charlton Heston, baby.
Oh, I thought isn't John Wayne at the end there? No, okay.
Truly, you are the king of kings.
No,
Yeah.
he just played Genghis Khan and then died from it. That and like the decades of steak impacted in his bowel.
Yeah, that's the rumor.
You didn't know that's how John Wayne died?
Big poop.
Who had more in that area when they died, Elvis or John Wayne?
There is a lot in the 60s and 70s. There was a lot of compacted feces after death talk.
Why do you
wasn't
think Metamucil has ads on TV now? They're trying to avoid that. They're like, we need
Look,
to get the word out about
dudes
high fiber
drank-
diet.
These dudes drank like strong ass like mixed drink, well, not
Hard
mixed
brown
drinks, just
liquor.
hard liquor all day,
Yeah.
and then to wind
Rock
down
gut.
to go to bed, they drank a cup of coffee and ate nothing but beef.
Yeah.
there? Hell yeah.
When men were men, damn it.
You retired at
Unfiltered
52 and your heart
cigarettes.
exploded the next day.
Yes,
you
it
died
did.
like a man. That's right.
Died like a man with a heart filled with ricotta cheese.
So anyway, how about Bozo?
How about that Bozo?
Tyson wants to get the hell out of here.
I'm sidetracking you. They're trying to put-
5 minutes. Let's put 5 minutes on the clock. Let's wrap this shit up.
Here is a brief history of Bozo's humble beginnings. Bozo the Clown was originally a children's character created by Alan W. Livingston of Capitol Records. He would be portrayed by Pinto Colvig for a series of children's storytelling record sets with illustrated stories released by Capitol Records beginning in 1946.
That guy was Goofy.
Oh, was he now?
Yeah, I knew that as Disney trivia. Pinto Colvig was the original voice of Goofy.
Oh, wow.
And Pluto.
Pinto Colvig.
Pinto Colvig.
How fucked up was it?
Sounds like a
that
soup.
Goofy got to talk, but Pluto didn't.
Right?
He got
It's a
to
fucked up world.
And the same guy did both. He was slacking. He could have done a second voice, and he's like, nah.
It's pretty messed up.
Not
I don't
today.
like it.
That's how Pinto rolls.
Pinto. So Pinto Colvig, babe.
He had to save that other voice
Was
for
that a Dennis
Bozo.
Miller?
Yes, it was.
It was that good, huh?
I haven't seen a reference that deep since.
It's the Grand Canyon.
Like Genghis Khan taking a bath, babe. What? What the fuck is he talking about?
Like Barbara Mandel at Studio 54 fighting off Richard Pryor
There it
for a
is.
cold cut.
There it is. That's it.
All right. Hey, come on now.
Yes.
Come on now, damn it.
Give it up.
That was very, very good.
I'll work on the voice.
We're in
I
the
like
pocket.
that.
You got to do 3 references and then something pretty specific.
Yeah.
That's the formula.
It's just the peak of being esoteric. Bozo would make his televised debut in 1949, again portrayed by Kolvig. By 1957, the creative rights to Bozo would be purchased by one Larry Harmon, who would go on to portray Bozo for television. Harmon would also have the foresight to license or franchise the character of Bozo out for local children's television programming. By 1965, Harmon would buy out his business partners and produce Bozo's Big Top for stations not producing their own Bozo series. Meanwhile, Bozo would also appear in cartoon form as Bozo, the world-famous clown, from 1958 to 1962, with Harmon providing the voice. Also, one of Lou Scheimer's earliest projects before he started Filmation years later.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of where one of the projects he cut his teeth on.
You say the word filmation, and I see the thing.
Same.
Oh, yeah.
Same. I saw it immediately.
You can't not see it and hear the
The
little
Technicolor.
swirl.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Larry Harmon was the original physical embodiment.
Yes.
Live action embodiment.
Yes.
Okay. And where was he out of? Because when I was researching, I saw all the different affiliates and I saw all the different bozos, and it started like 1958-ish, right? That was
Yeah.
the first one. Do you know where he was out of?
You know, I can find that out real quick.
There's like Boston was in there.
Boston,
and-
Pennsylvania.
Washington, D.C. had one too.
There you
Yeah.
go. Now you're doing the Derek voice.
There you go.
I think it's contagious.
It's infectious even. Why don't you? There's a tome on the table that one Dustin
Oh, yeah.
Wyckoff brought.
So-
you didn't really get to speak to that.
I brought a book.
Got a wonderful dust jacket on it.
It's called The Man Behind the Nose by Larry Bozo Harmon with Thomas Scott McKenzie, because he did all the work, and just listen to Larry talk. And then it says assassins, astronauts, cannibals, and other stupendous tales. So it leads me to think this may be like Buster's book.
John
that
Buster Cherry of
that he
Ernest
wrote
fame?
about the Ernest movies. That it may
hard
not be a
PG-13.
trustworthy narrator.
Dude, didn't
so.
one of the bozos went to New Guinea, Papua New Guinea, to try to find the Rockefeller guy that got eaten by the cannibals in the 60s?
Oh my God, that is a thing.
Isn't that like...
I think that is a
I think
thing.
that's what they're talking about in the front about the cannibals.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's like video. I saw it on YouTube. This video of like bozo
Yeah.
with like the naked...
Wait, hold on a second.
Yeah.
So he went over there to investigate
They
this
didn't
dress
kill
like
him?
Bozo?
Yes. I mean,
How
That's
did
insane.
he make it off the island?
No kidding.
You know,
it was probably a small world.
He cracked
in
the code.
Epcot or whatever.
clowns are okay.
Tainted meat.
Yeah. But yeah, I got this at Borders Books when they were going out of business, and I was like, oh, that might be an interesting read because I grew up watching Bozo, and yeah,
Like you took it to the bathroom. 'cause
I
you
guess I thought
they
it-
had the best bathrooms and they made you buy it.
it had pictures, and I didn't think about Wikipedia that I could probably get most of the same
That's a
information.
cool- it's a
but this
great
is going to have
looking-
more fun stories, I think.
You
Oh,
put that
yeah.
on a coffee table and
Yeah.
a conversation gets started.
Oh, yeah, that book pops, man. That's a hot tome.
Yep.
Yeah. The graphic design is amazing.
Yeah, totally. And then
Yeah, that cover's great.
and that's cool too.
Ooh.
The actual
Yeah.
like you could take the dust jacket off, and that's still a cool displayable item. Might even be more so.
And we're not taking any pictures of this, and we're not putting it on our Twitter. This is just right now for us to keep in the show and enjoy visually while everyone at home cannot see
Something
this.
special for us.
Yeah, and
Just for us?
I wouldn't mind continue talking about it. Just the look of it.
Oh, every party needs a pooper.
Well, it's Tiffany blue with a.
I'm not pooping. I want to talk
I
about it.
want to talk about it. Talk about it.
Blue,
Yeah. What else?
Red,
red.
Book.
white.
As far as where the show got its start, as far as the very first one launched, it was actually out of Los Angeles, but it was Kolvig's son that portrayed the first televised Bozo. So, to
Well,
answer
how about
question,
that?
how about that? Let's see here. In 1960, Chicago's WGN would launch their own Bozo show titled originally Bozo Circus, which proved to be very popular. The show would go national by 1978 via satellite and cable as a result of WGN becoming a superstation. Bozo Circus, as the Chicago version was commonly known, featured Bob Bell as the titular Bozo from 1960 to 1984, at which point the Bozo that the majority of us Gen Xers and early millennials are familiar with, Joe D'Auria, took up the reins until the show's end in 2001.
I thought it was Dan Lauria.
Dan Lauria? What? I don't get the joke. I'm
As
sorry.
As the
I'm
dad
not-
from the Wonder Years.
Okay.
So now picture that guy playing Bozo. That would have been closer to Bob.
Is that just in your head, or is there a connection we're supposed to be making?
How high are you?
No, I was doing wordplay on his name.
I was trying to think though about the year.
I figured you would have went with a Dan D'Auria.
Oh,
If you get too high, do you wrap back around?
yeah, it boomerangs.
Okay.
Because the Bob Bell, like, I don't know how old you guys are. Let's not talk about our ages
53.
directly. Okay.
42 years young.
But like 80, like how old were you when you think you were watching it? Because I definitely saw both Bozos.
I did not. I only saw Joey.
So you remember Bob?
I only saw that one in like rerun clips.
Only
and
because I
stuff.
think it was playing like I feel like I would see it if I was homesick from school.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like there was like an afternoon show, or maybe they would like rerun it.
Maybe.
And
Well, because he did. There was a period where Bozo was afternoons in Chicago. I know.
yeah, and
that.
I don't know if it was that time or not. But
Okay.
I'm just trying to think how old I actually am. But I would have like I mean, I was probably like 6 or 7 watching that, or
Okay.
5 or 6.
Okay.
But I
Yeah.
definitely remember it in the 90s too, though. With
I remember
the other guy.
the higher pitch Bozo, because the first time I heard Bob Bell's voice, I was like, "Whoa! Like that's a totally different Bozo voice."
It could almost be like the It voice.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of
Well, the Krusty the Clown is kind of based around Bob Bell's portrayal of Bozo.
Well, and just, I think many things to do with Krusty, especially the Clown College.
Yeah.
is based on Bozo franchising out and everything. So
When you guys were kids, or at least at the point where you could remember watching it, like they looked old, right? Like Wizzo looked like an old man. Cookie looked like an old
Yeah.
Cookie for sure.
Cookie definitely looked old.
Yeah.
I
Bozo,
think they
you
were
couldn't
old,
tell.
but they were also made to look older, so
Yeah.
that way they didn't
Well, it said
change over 20 years.
Said they were played by the same actors from '68 all the way
Yeah.
to the
Isn't that
90s or
crazy?
whatever.
Yeah.
Did the
so-
other markets have like those kind of sidekick characters, or was that a Chicago thing?
Well, everybody had the one constant was Bozo.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if the various cast of characters that you would have, like a ringmaster, if you had a ringmaster or other clowns,
Yeah.
that was dependent on
Mr. Professor, wasn't that the
Professor
leader?
Andy.
Oh,
with
that's
the,
it.
with the
yeah.
sick
With
ass
the band.
synthesizer.
Yeah.
He replaced the three-piece orchestra. is
When
what
I
he
think
did.
about Wizzo, I close my eyes and I
Wizzo and Cookie, those were
Chicago.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I-
I just want. Sorry.
No, it's good. We got that cleared up. When I think about Wizzo, I close my eyes and I think about that huckster from Pete's Dragon.
Passamaquoddy,
Mr. Dr. Terminus.
I feel like they're both kind of
Terminus,
like tan, little greasy,
Yeah.
thick oil eyebrows. You know, that I see the same guy. when
rich facial hair.
Yeah,
But Wizzo had a cool hat.
he definitely did.
Yeah.
And that necklace.
And the
that did
mustache.
The doody do.
The duty do.
It's the first costume that I had.
From 1968 to 1994, Marshall Brodeen endeared himself to kids of all ages on WGN TV's Bozo Circus and The Bozo Show as the wacky wizard Wizzo from Orobia with his magical stone of Zanzibar.
What's going on? I don't know. Huh? I mean, really, Spike and Ultra Magnus and Cup.
Yeah,
What was Cup doing there?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Taking a day off.
Are the Autobots headed for a trap? Huh?
I hope I-
Led by what they think is their legendary hero,
You mean Optimus Prime?
Maybe
Yeah.
we'll find out tomorrow. Well,
Yeah.
maybe. We ought to be right here in the Bozo Show and we'll see. Let's
Okay.
watch it. Oh, what's going on?
Now I'm gonna try to look for a doody do remix trap, preferably.
Oh, please.
Am I gonna find it? I'm gonna bet I don't.
You're gonna
I'm
make
gonna
it.
try.
Make it.
Man, I could probably do it.
Does Bozo ever make it into any of your work, Tyson?
Well, I'm sorry. I don't know, but I was going to complete my thought for a minute.
Oh, sure.
You were talking about Krusty, and they all had like the early Bozo definitely had like a smoker's voice, right? Kind of.
Oh, yeah.
And I just feel like even as a little kid looking at them, I just imagine like if you were a kid up there, like they all just probably smelled like stale cigarettes. You know what I mean?
Just reeked of like Dorals or Parliaments or
Smells like
something.
Grandpa.
Scotch.
Yeah.
And how many buckets were in the
Doors,
Well, you're going to
Scotch.
talk about the grand prize game later, but I thought it was like bucket 3 or something. You got like a pack of non-filtered Camels.
Probably.
These are for your dad. And then they're like,
For your old man.
yeah, kid, you can't smoke these. Why don't you let your old pal Bozo have those?
Sorry.
Everybody's a winner on the grand prize game.
Even Bozo.
Have a cookie.
Here, I'll give you $10, kid.
The one I saw, I think it was from 1979. I don't know what market it was, but they were saying we're on it here at noon, and it's Monday through Friday. So and they have like 200 kids in the audience in the middle of the week. Aren't these kids going to school?
Well, at this time, Chicago schools would let kids leave campus
To go
for
to
lunch.
Bozo? Oh.
And they could go to a taping of Bozo.
Nobody, they got to be close. Chicago traffic, trying to get somewhere in an hour.
Well, I think a lot of these were taped ahead of time, but part of it being around noon was it would get watched at noon because kids would come home during lunch. That changed in 1980. 1980, the mayor of Chicago said, "Okay, no more. That's not happening anymore." And it went to a morning time slot, and that's where it stayed for the rest of its days.
Maybe that's where I saw it when I was homesick.
Now,
I probably wouldn't have been able to do it before school.
I can speak to the three of us, myself, Dustin, and Derek here. We grew up here. You grew up here as well, right, Tyson?
I grew when I was that age. I lived in Canton.
Which is where? Oh, Canton, Illinois?
Canton, yeah, it's
We
like-
s-
We
That's
said
how
it
the
weird.
locals pronounce it.
Canton, okay.
You've been saying it wrong all this.
Apparently
all
so.
these
But
years.
we're on the striking distance of Chicago,
Yeah.
2.5, 3 hours. Was it ever on the table for any of you to go to a taping of this? Do you know people who went to tapings of the
I
Bozo
asked
Show?
and wanted to go, but the wait list was like
They said a
years.
decade. Like you'd have to when you were in the womb, you'd have to. Start.
Yeah, parents are doing some family planning. Part of your family
You're not
planning
far
is
off.
writing
That
the
was
Bozo Show.
you're speaking to something that did happen in Chicago. People
What?
would, not a joke, giving birth in Chicago, and nurses would advise them. Well, you may want to contact the studio now and get your kid on Bozo. Not a joke.
Because they'd be 10. They'd be the right age.
They'd be about
basically.
8 to. Well, at the time there was a backlog for tickets of 8 years. Once
8 years.
Yeah.
Once it eventually
Well,
jumped
when you
up to
only
a
have, like,
10-year wait.
200 people in their tops. Yeah.
200, sometimes a little more than 200, but minimum 200.
Yeah, and you're having like a family of 4, and that's only half kids. So yeah, like that's a lot of families in Chicago, and I was in Peoria and wanted to go.
Yeah, and I was down here. I was living in East Peoria at the time. I was still on Springfield Road. I wanted to go. Susan's the one who turned me on to Bozo Circus. I watched it before school.
It was sexy.
Oh.
Very sexy.
Tyson's right.
Completely correct.
You knew someone that... Okay.
Well, I was going to say, Susan looked into tickets, and she's
Okay.
like, Derek, I just don't think that's going to work out. Susan was my stepmom. And
She took Jason.
she took Jason.
I did go with your stepmom.
You son of a...
Did you really go to Bozo?
Yeah.
You got Derek's Bozo ticket.
I did.
Is this a true story?
Yeah. This happened. We did talk. If it's any consolation, we talked about you on the
Did
way
it
up.
again.
Not at all on the way back.
Not at all on the way back.
There was
come up
no
and all the way
talking.
It was just that
She let me
silent.
drive for part of it.
Really?
So wait, you got to be in the.
Yeah, I got to be on the Bozo Show.
Did you get to? You guys are messing with me.
I thought you were on board.
I am so gullible.
No, I did know his stepmom, but she did not take me to
She
the
did not
Bozo.
take him to Bozo.
Would have been great if she did.
Yeah.
I do know somebody who went to Bozo, though, and she
Okay.
played a game on it and was on it.
Whoa.
And that would be my wife. My common law.
What?
My common law wife.
She's from the Chicagoland.
We're living in sin.
Former guest.
That's
former
Thetans.
guest.
Those Thetans are going to kill you.
Yep.
So what happened there? She what part of Chicago is she from?
So she is from the north side. She's a north side gal, right off of Lawrence in Chicago. And not far from Lincoln. Is it Lincoln Square? Lincoln
Oh,
Park?
I don't know exactly where that's at.
Yeah? You know where the little corner store, the little
Bodega.
Now, who's being gullible? Ah, damn it! Let's start our own show. We'll just be
Dumb as
you and I getting taken for a ride. You'll have wonderful transitions. I'll have kick-ass intros.
Oh God, I got scammed the other day so hard.
Oh,
I knew I was
no.
getting scammed the whole time.
Did you have
And
to
I
go
just
buy
let it
Target
happen.
gift cards?
No.
Good.
I think I saw
what's
him
this-
at the homecoming game, but I wasn't sure it
Who,
was
Scott?
him. I wasn't sure it was him. It was
Our friend Scott got called by an Indian guy. Doesn't matter what ethnicity is, and he got him to buy like hundreds of dollars of Apple gift cards. Like, what the fuck
That's
is
not real currency. No one.
Exactly.
That's not how you pay your taxes.
I was lying before about going to Chicago with his stepmom. That didn't happen. This thing with the gift cards did
That
happen.
really did
That
happen.
really did happen.
It did.
What was the scam you got pulled on?
That's so embarrassing. I can't.
Okay.
There was a record collection I wanted to buy, and I just let myself get ahead of myself. And
Yeah.
Did you find it online?
yes,
And did someone ask for a down payment?
no, it wasn't exactly like that.
Okay.
It was basically a posting on a fan heavy thread for this musical.
Someone taking advantage of you?
And the specifics, and I kept feeling them out with several questions about specifics, and they knew and I don't know where they're getting the information, but now afterwards, long story short, afterwards, I did all the shit I should have did, and I did a reverse image Google search and saw that everything came from a post somewhere else. It doesn't matter.
Bastards.
I think I got it wiped away thanks to American Express, but it took some doing.
There you go. That's why you always use a credit card
Yep.
when paying for things online.
Yep.
What's the other way to do it?
CYM.
Well, if you use your debit card, that's actually
versus
taking
a debit card.
money out of your account. Whereas if it's a credit card, it ain't your money technically yet,
just your
and it's
debt.
easier to reverse.
Yeah, it's much
more
easier.
protected.
Much more protected indeed.
And that's your financial tip of the week.
So anyway, what was up with that red bastard, that bozo that was red? Where did that come from? Was that a Chicago?
Red is the devil's dick.
Or was that
Red is
somewhere
the
else?
devil's dick.
Gross.
The
That's your
Chicago one
phrase,
did have a red jumper for a while.
I didn't like it.
I didn't care for it. I'm a blue boy myself.
Yeah.
But no, Shauna was on. She was on Bozo. I think her mom has been trying for months to find the videotape of it.
You got to get the tape from the archives immediately. They
don't
probably
even-
have a thing back then. It's like, hey, do you want a VHS copy of this for $20 so you can have it forever?
I think that's what they got, but
It's
organization
been lost to
is not what I would call a hallmark of the Bernice family. That said,
they taped over it with episodes of 227.
could be.
Those are good.
Could be. Or Matlock.
show.
Or
That's
probably,
deep.
more likely, probably Quincy.
I thought hurricane season was over.
We love Jack A on this show.
God damn, I love Jack A.
A lot of times they say two men and a lady together sexually is the devil's threesome. All the three of us have agreed that we would have sex with Jack A at the same time. At the exact same time.
If that's what she wanted.
If that was her desire.
If that was her desire. Who am I to tell Jack A no?
Is that a patron level?
You remember Jack A, right?
Yes.
She was 3 years in a row voted horniest woman on TV.
Did you know that?
No.
Well, now you know.
She was the horniest lady on TV.
Hornier than Charo?
Coochie.
I think so.
Yeah,
She was my generation's
that's-
Charo.
Yeah.
And Charo was just constantly upset. Like, next year I get her. Gucci.
Yeah, but Jack A can't play a flamenco guitar.
That's the difference.
Charo's a legit.
Yeah.
She can shred
She just
on that
played in
thing.
Bloomington like
yes.
that.
No shit.
Yeah.
I feel bad for not going. A friend of mine
What?
I was going to say Bob from Acme went, I believe, and I was asking him how it was. He was like,
No, she is.
about what you
she's
expect from a Charo show.
She's 77
Yeah.
ish.
went. She's probably 80 something.
She can still,
80-ish?
she can still get it.
What game did your betrothed
She
play?
played a basketball game and she won. I think she told me she won some cookie. No, she won a magic set. She won an official magic set.
That's
Oh,
fun.
Wizzo sold them, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Like Wizzo branded?
I think so.
Was it really?
Yeah.
It was another brand, and,
And
they
she-
just made a
they just
new
slapped,
box.
Yeah, they just slapped a Wizzo on it,
Right.
probably. But no, she won one of those.
Awesome.
And, yeah, so hoping her mom finds that tape eventually.
Yeah,
but
that'd be
I'm
cool.
not, I'm not holding out
And
hope.
you get to sleep in the same bed as the woman who shook the hand of Bozo the Clown.
Yeah. Wow. I get to see her naked.
I didn't ask that part.
I told you anyway.
But thanks for confirming.
We've been friends for so long.
We'd been questioning all these years.
Yeah. Okay. Question answered.
Hey, there you go.
He's seen her naked.
Is not a never nude.
Nope, she is not. It makes my life very neat.
Clears up quite a bit.
Well, let's dive into some of this 80s stuff. Clear my throat like Wilford Brimley. Now, it should be noted that during its storied production, the show itself only experienced one break in production. And that was to accommodate WGN moving its operations from the Tribune Tower in downtown Chicago to a purpose-built studio on the northwest side. Before this move, it was a half-hour live show airing at noon featuring Bob Bell, excuse me, a studio announcer in the role, introducing cartoons and performing comedy skits in between. When the show relaunched, the format expanded to a full hour that featured comedy sketches, circus performers, games, and cartoons, all in front of a 200-plus studio audience. Over the next several years, cast members would cycle in and out, Bell remaining a constant until his retirement and replacement by Joey in 1984. Notable and memorable characters during this time and into the 90s included Cookie the Cook, portrayed by Roy Brown, and Wizzo the Wizard, portrayed by Marshall Brodian.
I got a question
actual
about
trained magician, yeah.
About Cookie.
Cookie,
like we had mentioned, he does look older than the rest.
Yes.
And when someone's called Cookie,
he was only 29.
So when you call a guy Cookie, it's usually out in the Old West.
Yeah, cowboys.
And he is the cook.
He's making the beans.
And he did look like a kind of a cowboy
rodeo clown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he would always come out. He had an old bucket he would carry, and then he was like, "Oh, this bucket weighs a lot because of the contents." But you couldn't see in there. But he would make
shit bucket. Or you think a piss bucket.
And all the kids thought it was filled with human shit. No, but he takes it over the crowd like it's full of water and it's confetti. Now, what came first? The Harlem Globetrotters with the confetti bucket, or Cookie with the confetti bucket?
I don't know.
Same gag.
You're also forgetting Rip Taylor.
I forgot about Rip Taylor.
Meadowlark.
But don't you forget about Rip Taylor.
Did he have a bucket?
Wouldn't he do that? He's like, confetti!
He always had like little popper things that came out and shot
Didn't he?
streamers, didn't he? Or was it a bucket too?
I just remember he was insane and he'd show up on Conan O'Brien.
And it wasn't his real hair.
No, I think it was.
And he had scarves
Real mustache,
Yeah.
though.
made of feathers, and there's
Yes.
a name for that, and I can't
A
remember.
boa?
Ascot.
A boa?
I knew what it was. He failed the test though. Just kidding.
Tyson, was it Cookie or the Harlem Globetrotters that came first?
I'm gonna say the Harlem
Yeah,
Globetrotters.
I think so too. I think you're right.
Yeah, the white man stealing the bits.
It's another example.
From the basketball
I
playing
don't
guys
know,
from Harlem.
because if
They started in Chicago too, by the way, so maybe it's a Chicago
The
thing.
Harlem Globetrotters?
Yes.
The
They're called the Harlem Globetrotters.
Started in Chicago?
Started in Chicago.
If you say so, man.
in Chicago isn't one of the main roads that goes through like everywhere Harlem Avenue.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
So, you know.
Well, we'll get to the
We're
end.
all learning today.
Got to the bottom of that.
So if you're
glad.
from Chicago, you better have your confetti bucket in order.
You know what? It finally
It's a
makes
Chicago
sense.
thing.
Shauna saying that to me.
No ketchup on hot dogs.
Anytime like we're getting ready to go somewhere, she's like, "You better have your confetti bucket in order." I'm like, "What the fuck are
That's
you
a
talking about?"
euphemism, though.
It's like
right?
10 years. 10 years she's been saying this to me. Thank you for clearing that up.
Yep. The more you know.
Better have your confetti bucket in order. By 1980, former Bozo cast member Ray Rayner, who had started his own show in the 70s called Ray Rayner and Friends, announced his retirement. Very creative, no? From his television show, Ray Rayner and Friends, as well as Chicago television as a whole. On August 11th, 1980, Bozo's Circus was renamed The Bozo Show and would slide into the 8 a.m. time slot following Rayner's show at 7. Once Rayner's show came to an end, Bozo moved to 7 a.m. on January 26, 1981. Its move and its national syndication making it ripe for great kids programming before school. The show expanded to a 90-minute format.
Jeez.
That's a lot for a kid.
That's some Tonight Show shit.
That's too much clown.
It's entirely too much clown.
Derek usually comes with his notes printed, but tonight he's on the laptop.
Mm-hmm.
You learned it by watching me.
You're watching. You're watching him read it, smiling. What's going on over there?
Well, no, that's not why I'm smiling.
What are you smiling
I'm
at?
smiling because I want to know what his friend Jason Henderson's doing beneath the bridge.
Really?
The pin makes no sense to me, and I
got this from an author at
Okay.
Marigold Festival. I bought two
It
of
just
his
says
books.
Jason
Beneath
L.
the Bridge
Henderson
is one
beneath
of his
the
books
bridge,
that I
and I'm
bought.
like, what's he doing beneath the bridge?
That's the clue where he buried the body.
It's a Seven Mary 3 song.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it cumbersome?
Is it
Follow up to it?
Is it Devil Boy?
No, it's a track after Devil Boy.
You guys found a blind spot. 7 Mary 3. I only know
Holy
cumbersome.
shit!
Seriously, like
So all
I
three of us
usually
just
can-
named 7
I
Marry
can-
3 shit.
and
You
I
got
had
nothing.
nothing.
Rodrigo. Remember that song?
Water's Edge.
There's that one too.
Oh, you guys are playing like Pong with.
We're just trying to
7
remember
Marry
what was
3.
on that one album we bought of 7 Marry 3.
one album.
One album.
Sorry, that, like I said, it wasn't worth interrupting.
No, it really wasn't.
Yeah.
It's fine. 90 minutes.
I'm the party pooper. Did he say that?
Have you ever had to like been raising your kids or babysitting or whatever, and like you think it's a really good idea to put on Mary Poppins, and then like that movie's like over 2 hours long. It's like 2.5 hours. What? It's
I watched
long.
it last month.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Did it feel
that long? I've never watched Mary
I might be
Poppins,
making
believe it
this
or
up,
not.
but I
Oh,
feel
you've never
like
seen
No,
it?
it's
incredibly long.
a long
Parts.
one.
I've never watched it start to finish.
As a kid, I watched the first half way more than I watched the full movie.
Yeesh.
The Step in Time segment alone, I kid you not, it's over 10 minutes.
Jeez.
That musical number alone, choreographed to the max. I think it's iconic.
I think if you get Dick Van Dyke, you hold on.
Yeah.
You get as much out of that Van Dyke as possible.
Still alive.
they do
Yeah.
80 verses.
You know, sorry, last segue, I promise, on this topic. Speaking of awesome musical numbers, you know, it's October now, right?
At the time of recording, yes, it's October.
Okay. As the crow flies.
As the crow flies.
Yeah, and
at the time of release,
So we're just like
it's
watching some
November.
obscure sort of Halloween theme movies. So we
Times me.
watched Once Bitten last night.
Oh.
Hell
2 nights
yeah!
ago.
Jim Carrey,
Yeah, and
Laura Hutton.
Lauren Hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing is, like you get to see glimpses of Jim Carrey, like
Right.
like there's bits and pieces of like his full physicality, but there is like a full on like Broadway level like musical
at the high
number
school dance.
at the yeah, and he's going back and forth and he's dancing.
Oh,
It's-
yeah.
it's like.
It was a whole ass thing.
Yeah, and it's like him. I'm pretty sure. Like we're like,
No, it's
"That's
him.
really the
It's
whole
him.
time?"
It's him with Lauren Hutton and whoever played the girlfriend. I can't remember.
Yeah, Robin's her name.
Is that worth a watch?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
There's a couple of cringy parts where you're just like, oh.
Well, it is like 1980 something.
And they're all like they're all supposed to be 18, but they're clearly like, well, some of the kids look older than others. Jim
That's
Carrey's
how it was
really
back
young
then.
now.
Yeah, everybody looked
90210,
older.
they were in their 30s in
Yeah.
high school.
It's still a lot like that.
yeah.
Yeah, because you have to be 18 to work a full day. Otherwise, you work in just a handful of hours a day, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Can't get any work done.
That last season of Stranger Things was hard to watch.
Oh, this new one, they got another one coming
I think
out.
they're doing a time jump finally.
Kids are going to be like 35.
That kid's voice had changed. And he had like a
Oh
mustache.
God, yeah. Like everybody.
Steve's been divorced twice.
They're making
I
that,
get my driver's license.
that
this
kid's
summer.
got to have that bowl cut for like a decade.
Well, it's like, and you're wanting Millie Bobby Brown to look like some little
Millie
kid.
Bobby Bon Jovi.
Millie Bobby Jovi. Meanwhile, she's doing like photo shoots, and you're like, "Why are you no? No?" And you're just like remembering season 111. You're like, "No, that's not a."
She married Bon Jovi's kid.
They have wed.
Yeah, Millie Bobby Bon Jovi.
Well, muscle.
That Dustin kid had to have his teeth removed just to stay on track with the character from the earlier seasons.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. It's
cruel.
It is
it's
cruel.
cruel. It's very cruel. It's like when they made Webster smoke to stay short. It's not cool.
Yep.
Not cool, man.
There's a new Gary Coleman documentary on Peacock.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet.
No.
No Emmanuel Lewis one, to my knowledge.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Well, he seems to have led a fairly.
I still want to hear about
Controversial. I still wanna hear
Webster.
about it.
Yeah.
He got that Webster money and said, I'm out.
I want to know how it was using that dumbwaiter.
But what about George Papadopoulos?
Dead.
Dead.
Hi, George.
Both the parents are gone, yeah.
married in real life.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
they were a couple.
And she was in Porky's.
She was in Porky's. Ma'am, were you in Porky's?
We all wanted to get in the dumbwaiter. Did he have a clock, too, he could go into?
Probably. Or are you thinking of Batman?
I'm thinking of Batman.
Oh, man. Can you imagine Emmanuel Lewis as Batman?
Remember when Emmanuel Lewis would like play the piano and like a wall would open up?
He had that red telephone.
Remember when Emmanuel Lewis would move that bust and there's a button
Hit
under
the
it?
button.
Was it Shakespeare?
See you downstairs,
Who was that
ma'am.
bust?
Shakespeare. Yeah, Shakespeare's. Billy Shakes. Yeah.
Well, Billy Shakes.
Where did that train go on Silver's name? Sorry, go ahead.
To the Batcave, of course.
We all wanted
Ricky
Bel Air.
Schroeder was
Wanted it,
Robin.
right?
Come on now.
Carlton came over.
Carlton was the
Yeah.
butler. No, they would end up. It switched to a 90-minute format. They dropped the circus acts as well as the integrated puppets from another Chicago show, Garfield Goose and Friends, which came to an end in the 70s and brought in Cuddly Dudley, the dog from Ray Rayner and Friends,
Oh, I
which
remember him.
also featured Roy Brown. as his voice. So Roy Brown was Cookie the Cook. He also did the voice of Cuddly Dudley. That's why Cuddly Dudley sounded like Cookie. 1983 saw Pat Hurley join the cast from ABC's Kids Are People 2, where he would interview kids and participate in sketches. Did we ever question whether or not children were people?
The 1970s, where you could just state the obvious.
What are those?
And that's a TV show.
What the hell are you? I'm a kid.
Am I a person?
Are you people?
Kids is peoples.
Kids is peoples.
I got to see Peoples as Peoples on the big screen this weekend, and it got laughs.
The Muppet movie, yeah.
Muppets Take Manhattan. It was fun watching it with an audience and hearing other people laugh at the weird shit that I have always thought was funny, and being like, okay, it's
Did
not
you feel
just me.
seen?
Yeah, a bit.
I got a question for Tyson. We've done so many of these shows without a guest, but sometimes we bring people on because they have a personal connection to the topic. How did this come together that you're like, oh, you're going to be on the BOZO show of Yesterdaze?
I was presented with a list.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So no personal connection. You just pointed.
No,
and said
I definitely
something.
I watched it.
That one.
I definitely watched it every day as a kid, and then I remember, like when I'm thinking like my brother. I was either watching it when my brother was born. By that time, I was like almost. Well, I probably would have been like a young teenager, and I watched some with him, or I was watching it at somebody's. Anyway, I remember watching it as a kid, and then watching it when I was older, and then. The weird connection though for me is like one of my favorite all-time movies is UHF.
Oh, I love it.
I always felt like that stage was very similar to
Stanley Spadowski's Funhouse.
Yes.
Well, no, that had a big set by the time they were, the fire hose, and I wish Bozo had Find the Marble in the Oatmeal. That would have been something.
I really would.
It was the BOZO show.
Like,
it was very like community TV, public access, no budget. So yeah, I totally get that.
Miss a lot of that stuff.
The UHF connection.
I miss some of that.
Mm-hmm. It still exists. It's called YouTube.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just changed. It's by a different name.
Or Twitch.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Good recovery. 1985 saw the death of cast member Fraser Thomas. Thomas had created and starred in Garfield Goose up until 1976, when him and his characters were integrated into Bozo. The story going that Garfield the Goose bought the circus from the ringmaster. Who had retired himself from the show, with Prime Minister Thomas being appointed the new ringmaster. Upon his death, Hurley would take over as host and authority figure for the remaining 5 episodes of that season. Huh?
The Prime Minister. Like, we're getting politics.
Prime Minister!
I figured he was from the north, not across the pond.
I just had he had like a fancy outfit. With
Why would
gold
somebody in
bands.
England have any interest in a traveling circus with a regional
I don't
specific
know, dude.
clown?
I was fucking 3.
Canada's prime minister, right?
Yeah,
that's what I said. Like, they're wanting to take the clown show up north. There's a lot of territory unexplored. The clowns can take over franchises for everybody.
Literally called the Northwest Territory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How high are you?
Bozo's huge in Saskatchewan.
You ever been to Canada before, Tyson?
A few times.
Yeah.
Tour?
Whereabouts?
For work.
Oh, okay.
I went to Winnipeg a few times, both times in January, which was brutal. My one note about Winnipeg is it's like the flattest. It looked like the whole place was made of concrete, but I guess that whole area, maybe even North Dakota, whatever, that whole area is just like literally there's no hills, there's no bumps,
just nothing.
There wasn't even like many trees. It was just anyway. And then I went to St. John's Bay for another work event, and that is the farthest east city in North America.
Okay, so way up there, way past you hit Maine and just keep going.
And 2 notes from there are that their time zone was an hour and a half forward from Eastern time.
Like a half in there.
Yeah, so if it was noon in New York, it was 1:30 there. What? And this is
I've never heard of a half. Yeah.
And here's the next thing that blew my mind. So I was up there, and
I didn't know you.
There was like a ton of Scottish people. Like they had a weird hybrid Scottish accent, and there was a lot of like literally like red people with red beard, like the whole thing.
Sure.
So it's like a bunch of groundskeeper willies.
Yes, and it's
but
like
in
a fishing
Canada.
village. A lot of fishing. It's where all the bodies. It's where the casualties of the Titanic washed up, and there's like a big cemetery there, and there's a museum.
Bodies. That's what they were.
I just cut the drowning pool song in if that makes you feel any better.
So anyway, it's
Let the bodies hit the show.
St. John's Bay is in Nova Scotia. And it just occurred to me at literally last year in 2023 that Nova Scotia is New Scotland.
Ah.
You know, so it's like
Hey, if you want to feel any better, it just hit me at this fucking table. You started talking about Scotsman. I wonder if that's what's called Nova Scotia. And then you dropped the hammer, and now I feel like a dip.
And how is the bozo culture up there? A lot of
what
people
is
talking bozo. I mean,
what's
obviously
the
the red hair.
Well,
Bozo Scottish.
you know, if I had got to stay one more day, the hospital I was working at was going to have an event with Richard Simmons.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Well, Richard Simmons, famously, who bozo fashioned his hair off of, right?
Yep.
I don't know. Somehow in my head they connected.
No, it makes sense.
You ever seen Bozo wear those shorts though?
Hell yeah.
Whew, white legs. Look out.
Bright white porcelain.
So much grease paint.
Like that ghost mask.
Alabaster.
Alabaster
Looked like
legs.
powder. Like powder, babe.
Is that Sean Patrick Flannery?
Yes.
I'm sorry, you guys are trying to do a podcast about Bozo.
Not really.
Not really trying. This is kind of.
If it makes you feel better, I'm not trying at all.
He's so not trying. Oh, goodness. By 1987, Hurley left the show, and the time was cut down to 60 minutes. 87 also saw the introduction of the synthesizer playing Professor Andy, who was cool as shit. Who
Is that
replaced
what made
the
you want to go into
three-piece-
electronic music, Tyson?
Was that the
thinking
influence?
maybe, yeah.
That's the
He was
it
rad
wasn't
looking.
Devo.
No, they came later.
Well,
Okay.
it wasn't the three-piece big top band that made him do that.
Yeah.
It had to be Professor.
I think it was a 13-piece.
Well, originally, yeah, in like the 70s, it was
Oh.
like as big as like a 13-piece orchestra,
Yeah.
and then it like slowly whittled down, and like let's just get this,
Budget cuts.
Let's get this kid on a synthesizer. It's like way
one-man
cheaper.
band.
Do we really need a
Simply.
timpani player? Like, we already got a bass drum.
Yeah.
Cut the timpani.
Oh, you need a bass drum? Boom.
Yeah.
it was probably a union thing. They were probably on contract at WGN for everything they did, probably. It was
Probably.
like, now you're doing this.
Yeah, well, you're gonna go do it, and you're gonna like it. With this, the table was set for Bozo as we knew him in the 80s. So we've kind of talked a little bit about like how you came into it, and we talked about Shauna watching it. Who at this table watched it regularly as kids outside of me and Tyson? So I'm looking at you two.
I would say I was a regular watcher, yeah.
You watch it before school and shit.
I don't really remember the time of day. I just remember watching it frequently.
Yeah.
And, being a fan. I liked the comedy aspect of it. And, you know, I knew it was like, oh, this is kind of like my Howdy Doody or whatever. Like, I knew that was a thing of my parents' generation. And this was like the closest thing to that version for me. So I think my parents liked it in that aspect too. So they're probably the ones that turned me on to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I always liked it. I liked the games, and honestly, I like the comedy bits better. I don't have many of them committed to memory because it was a frequent show. You know, it's like you laugh, you purge, you move on to the next
Rinse,
one.
repeat.
It's probably not high art, but I'm sure the guys were having fun doing it because I think I could tell as a viewer, like, this is fun.
Yeah.
Like, and, you know, I'm trying to imagine, like, the three of us doing that, and I'm sure
Dibs on Wizzo.
we could have fun. And, it's just thinking of it that way. Like, yeah, these are guys like us trying to entertain children, but still wanting to have fun, you know? This is not for kids. No. So
Watching the show just like recently on YouTube, I realized they were doing the Three Stooges routine. You know, where like Bozo was basically Mo.
Yeah,
and then they would kind of take turns on Cookie or Wizzo being the curly.
Yeah.
You know? But that's like a common. Sorry, this is like nerding out, but like that's like
you're
a whole
on a
podcast.
podcast.
It's like the whole
nostalgia.
comedy thing though. Through Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant, and that other guy Carl
Pilkington.
Yeah, like they did the exact same thing, Three Stooges thing, and then you see that in like sitcoms and blah blah blah. So anyway, Bozo's kind of a jerk usually in the comedy skits.
Yeah.
And usually ends up with one of them getting water dumped on them. Or a pie in there, something.
For God's sake, somebody throw a pie. What about you?
It was on the morning here, right?
It was.
But I thought it was funny, though. Sorry.
In the morning, it's always a mad rush to get to school, so it might be on in the background. I think if I ever stop to watch it, is the game.
Yeah.
because I was like, man, I would love to play that game. You always
Always got
think
excited for
you
the
could
grand
do a
prize
good
game.
job, but it also seemed like an impossible task because
Balls were so bouncing.
never in
Yeah.
your life did you see a kid win the thing.
Nobody got that $100
You never saw anyone
bill,
win?
the Schwinn bicycle, or I think it eventually
I saw
became a
people
trip
win.
to Disneyland or something.
That may
I
have
saw
been,
I saw a
once
guy
or
win
twice.
today, but it was purposefully on YouTube that I sought it out, and I saw a kid win a bike and a $50 bill.
$50 bill. $50 bill. $50 bill. $50 bill. $50 bill. Guys, there's the hangers of the $50 bill.
I saw 2 kids ever win, and one it was a little girl, and she kept walking up and putting it. In
I think I saw that same one as a kid.
Yeah,
like, when
yeah.
it aired,
And Bozo
yes.
kept trying to explain to, and she just wasn't having it, and
They just went
they
with
just
it.
let her win it, and then it was.
And then
fine.
every kid
Blew
from
the
then
bucket.
on tried it. He's like, cut that shit out. We did it one time. You know what you're doing.
Put a tether on the
Yeah.
child. No.
Come on.
Ma'am, manage your child.
We only have 5 of these bikes. Nobody's ever done it. We just gave 2 away.
Yeah, we had the same bikes that Schwinn gave us back in 1974.
The banana seat.
Hell yeah.
Nobody's asking questions because they haven't won it yet.
Stop it.
They're vintage.
Yeah, this kid won some cool prizes, like a G.I. Joe. He won something called like Road Bot, which is like like a knockoff of Transformers. He won like a glowing soccer ball, $50. There's some cool stuff. There's some cool stuff.
Did they? I have this vague memory, and this might be a false memory, but did they do a thing where like a kid at home got to win whatever they?
The one that I saw today,
Oh,
yes.
you'd write a postcard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The home player.
I do
feel like
remember
did
that.
as a kid.
And then that kid wins whatever the kid on the show wins
Yeah,
too. Yeah.
yeah.
Yep, that was the thing.
That was
That's
cool.
what. That's how you counter that wait list.
A 10-year gap.
You make the kids like, hey, we know you can't get here, but we'll still give
We'll
you
find
a
a way.
safety net of maybe. You'll
Thank
get
you for
something.
watching.
Yeah.
Here's some fucking cookies.
Yeah.
Here's
Right?
some damn Archway cookies.
That does sound good.
My school carnival had their own version of the
Same
grand
here.
prize game.
Yeah.
That is the easiest game to replicate.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not joking. My brother does the Illinois Game Con in Bloomington, the big video game convention. And this year he says, I want to start doing fair games. And so we did. And that's one of the things we put in because that's the easiest thing to replicate.
That's so
I-
easy.
I can buy 6 garbage.
You just got to chase the
buckets.
balls around
That's it.
when they miss.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
It's the easiest game to replicate.
It's an insurance liability. Those balls are rolling around everywhere. Someone's sure going to slip and fall.
And it's the game that launched 1,000 kids learning how to play beer pong.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Thanks,
was like-
Bozo.
I was very good at it.
Found the
in
origins of
college.
beer pong today. We found the origins of the synthesizer stuff with DJ. Was it Professor Andy?
Professor Andy.
Yeah, we're
This
learning
is
a
some
lot.
ground zero shit.
learning a lot.
I
Steve.
love it. But as far as prizes go, gift certificates for local eateries and pizzerias such as Home Run Pizza, which, according to Shauna, sucked.
I'm gonna concur.
Oh, is it still around?
Is it still
Isn't
around?
that the gas station pizza?
I have no idea.
You might be right.
Is that what they've evolved into?
I think so.
Oh, that's sad.
Evolved?
devolved. Yeah.
Going back into the primordial ooze.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen home run.
I brought up Home Run
I
Pizza.
swear I've seen
You're probably
that in a
right.
gas station.
I think it was Saturday night.
I know
brought it
there's
up to her.
like
She goes, "Oh God, that shit sucks."
Hunt Brothers is like
She's
the
a very
big
blunt woman.
That sounds
gas
familiar,
station
too.
pizza.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you'll even see like a Godfather's, and I've seen Pizza Hut.
I have seen Godfathers and Pizza Hut shoehorned into gas
Yeah,
stations.
it's weird.
But it's usually either Casey's or Hunt's Brothers.
Yeah.
Is like trying to compete with Casey's Pizza.
I always say when you're a child and you went to the movie theater, every movie is great because you are at the movie theater.
You're at the movie theater, baby.
Pizza's got to be real bad for a child to be like, Home Run Pizza fucking sucks. Pizza, in its nature, is good.
Yeah.
So someone
like
tried
that
to
line
make a bad pizza,
It's
first
like that
of all.
line from Threesome.
Yeah, of course. We all know what it is, but go ahead and say it.
Oh, okay.
Steve
I was-
Baldwin says it.
Yeah.
It's like, I want to fuck both
It's
these
the
ladies.
only.
right?
Yeah.
Is that
You
the-
think I could do them both?
It's the only
I
line.
don't know what it has to
ever-
do with pizza, but yeah, go ahead.
It's the only line from like the trailer I remember. It's like sex is a lot like pizza. Even when it's bad, it's still pretty good.
But that's how bad Home Run Pizza is.
It's worse.
It's shit.
It's terrible. Shauna just immediately like flared out. It's fucking terrible.
That's pretty good. It's pretty
Very
good.
good.
stuff.
It's good, Shauna. I've been working on it, man. It's not as.
It's like original Bozo Shauna.
It's
Tyson, if
not
your
as,
eyes would have been closed, you would have been like, it's like she's
that's
here.
clearly her. It's not as good as my
Put a
Dennis
ring on
Miller,
that
but
already.
I'm trying, man.
Jeez.
But the goddamn Cardinals
Get
and the
us
Popes.
started.
There goes the Pope again.
The Pope and taxes.
We'll tell you off air why they're not getting married. Ever.
There, of course, was Archway Cookies, Toffee Candies, Matt's Cookies, goodies from various bakeries, a new red wagon, a new Schwinn bike, and, of course, a brand new crisp $100 bill right in bucket number 5. I watch this, I think, every day before going to old Don D. Chute Elementary. And on top of that, for some reason, as a kid, I was fascinated with WGN when we started getting it down here. Because I'd watch Brave Star on there. I'd watch Filmation's Ghostbusters on there. For some reason, I was obsessed with the bumpers. I was obsessed with Chicago as a kid, which is funny because I hate fucking going there now.
You got your fill at an early age.
I go there all the time now. You know, when I was a kid and even in junior high and high school, it's this mystical place.
It's just if you go there by car,
go.
it's awful.
Yeah,
It's awful.
I choose St. Louis every time I can.
There's nowhere to
But-
park. The traffic's. I sound like an old grouchy person, but it's like they make it
Roll
it's
with it.
purposely hard to have a car there. On
It
purpose,
does.
because
It
the people that
feels
live
like
there-
it is a city that goes out of its way to just make your life difficult.
And I lived in New York and drove. I mean, I didn't own a car, but like we rented a car and stuff. It was easier. It was easier to.
I
handle
believe
a
it.
car
I
there.
100% believe that because there is something about Chicago that, if God help you, if you have your own car, it is going to be the worst experience of your fucking.
It kept my dad from going into the city. I think I only went to Chicago twice before the age of 18. That's probably. They probably could have got on the damn Bozo wait list. My dad just didn't want to drive to Chicago. I'm figuring things out
Chuck,
here.
I actually got some bad news for you, Dustin. Your mom took me to the Bozo show.
What the fuck?
Are you serious?
She done me dirty.
I am serious, yeah.
Sharon,
Great.
what are you doing? Sharon! No, I've been to Chicago tons since I've been an adult.
That's cold-blooded.
But I've never been to New York. And so I don't know how the traffic is, but I assumed if I'm good in Chicago, I can probably handle New York City.
The biggest difference is also in Chicago, like in New York, you can't drive very fast. Like you just can't unless you get on like the little highways that go around the sides of the island. But like in Chicago, it doesn't matter where you are. Everyone's just driving like 100 miles an hour.
Oh, God, yeah.
And you come off of 55. Like if you're going up and there's that part where if you're going into the city where you have to like cross from like an exit that pulls you off, I think the right side, and you have to go to the left to get from like the 55 to the Dan Ryan. It's like 6 lanes of traffic and you have a quarter of a mile to do it. And
Figure it out, fucker.
Yeah, you got to figure it out.
Grip it and rip it.
Yeah.
Turn on your turn signal, maybe.
Hope for the best.
Yeah.
Hope for the best. in that
Cannonball
damn
run.
time.
That's
Yeah. That's exactly
After
what it is.
every tollway, that's how it used to be.
Oh, yes. Yeah, before the...
Because now you can just drive through them. It has so much
Can you
more
imagine the
convenience.
emissions,
But
like-
we would do that on our road trips to Chicago. My cousin Paul and I, we'd throw the change in, and he'd yell "Cannonball Run," and then we would just like floor it and take off and try to like get in front of the people in the other lanes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Just a nightmare, man.
Thank you, Illinois, for figuring out a better way to do tollways. But we
Well, it
wish
took you
all
how
former toll booth operators luck with their
As we do
unemployment.
all former
Yes, toll booth Willie.
operators.
They're all in
Have another,
iron
you
lungs.
fucking lush.
I already heard that one today, you unoriginal bastard.
I'm coming out of the booth. No, I love WGN for some reason.
Here's
I
4
was
quarters and go
fascinated
fuck
with-
yourself.
Welcome to Worcester. $1.25, please. Hey, how you doing, Toll Booth Willie? Good. Thanks for asking, Pop. Oh, that's great. You know, considering you're a fucking idiot. Go fuck yourself, you son of a bitch. I'll come right out of the booth and fucking whack you, you fucking prick.
Hey, Willie, how's it going?
Hey, can't complain, pal. How's by you?
Oh, great. How much?
The state charge is $1.25, pal.
That's fine. Now, should I give you the money, or should I shove the quarters directly up your fat ass?
Why, you fucking hard on? I'll fucking count and fist your fucking head with a Louisville fucking slugger. What do you think of that ass, fuck?
We've all heard that album, right? Right, Tyson? We've all heard that album.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler,
Yeah.
they're all going to laugh at you?
Oh, yeah.
Toll Booth Willie?
Oh, my God.
You just
Man,
probably-
they just unlocked,
Yeah,
you just unlocked
there
their
you go.
memory.
What we're doing is Toll Booth Willie.
I'm just sorry. I'm operating right now at kind of a medium pace. I
get it.
Ah, he said the words. You see that shampoo bottle now? Stick it up my ass.
What Bozo episode was that? I missed that one.
that
sounded like Bob Bell, though.
It's a
That wasn't-
cookie-centric episode.
It's a very cookie.
That wasn't my Bozo.
Not my Bozo. The success of Bozo well into the 80s was due to several factors and the hard work of many, but the limited scope of cable at the time and the lax broadcasting rules of Reagan's 80s certainly helped as well. This would all begin to fade moving into the 90s, and the liberal answer to Christian conservatives of the 80s, the pearl-clutching liberal of the 90s. Think Tipper Gore. Additionally, tried and true members of the cast were starting to show their age. Roy Brown, a.k.a. Cookie the Cook, started to have serious health issues, beginning with heart-related issues, leading to his absence for extended periods of time between 1991 and 1992. This would coincide with the show's 30th anniversary, as well as a reunion special, leading to several fill-ins, including Chicagoan native Adrian Zemed, who was a fan of Bozo's Circus and was even a contestant in the grand prize game. Zemed participated in the special and even filled in on the show as himself, playing Rookie the Clown for the following 2 weeks after the special aired. Brown returned in January 1992, initially on a part-time basis, but suffered additional health setbacks and took another extended leave of absence in the fall of 1993. Brown's presence on the show remained, though, as previously aired segments as Cookie and Cuddly Dudley were incorporated until 1994, when he and Marshall Brodian, a.k.a. Wizzo, retired from the show. Further changes came later in 94 when WGN management would shift their business models and programming away from dedicated children's programming. Citing the rising costs of producing a daily television program, along with the rising competition from dedicated children's stations that focused solely on children-driven programming, WGN would bury The Bozo Show in an early morning Sunday time slot. It would be retitled as the Bozo Super Sunday Show on September 11th, 1994. This also coincided with WGN's move to launch a WGN morning news show, which debuted 5 days prior.
And Jerry Springer.
Oh. Yeah.
I was thinking in there, as you were saying that, that's what I was thinking of, like Oprah, Jerry Springer, like all
the rise of like Donahue
TV,
and all that trashy shit.
Ricky Lake.
Yeah.
But I think
Jenny Jones
for sure. I loved Jenny Jones.
Jenny Jones.
That was a fun one.
Everybody got a talk show back
Everyone.
then.
You get a talk show.
Get a talk show.
And this is kind of a downer, but Wizzo, I read, died of Alzheimer's, and I'm not trying to make any jokes, but I have to imagine.
Stop smiling when saying it.
Yeah, we even believe you
I
more.
just have to imagine, though, a guy who spent like
Jesus, Tyson,
almost 40 years playing that character, going through dementia and Alzheimer's. At some point, there had to be some comedy around
crossover,
the house.
Like,
yeah.
unintentional,
like that character surfacing in some of his darker.
Yeah, that would have been.
I'm sure there had to be like family-wise, like gallows humor, kind of like. Well,
there is only Wizzo now.
Yeah, those are his lucid moments.
Yeah.
Is only as Wizzo.
Yeah,
I imagine he's like,
which is like if you're his family and that happens, you have
bring
to
it on.
It. Like,
all right,
like
it's Wizzo. He's back.
If you got to have it, this is the way to have it, I guess.
Yeah. Could be worse. If the worst thing happening to you during Alzheimer's is you start acting like Wizzo, oh, there's way
Yeah.
Here's what I say. If I ever have Alzheimer's,
put me
I want to
down.
act like Wizzo.
I want to. I either want to be acting like Wizzo in my lucid moments, or a friend put a fucking pillow over my face. Like that. That is one of my greatest.
Now
fears.
that's funny.
Like McMurphy in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's
Yes.
Nest.
Yeah.
I'll
That's
take
my-
you out, Chief.
thank you.
And I'm
That
gonna
is my-
throw a water fountain through a window.
The only
while people
ways
yodel.
to die or go out that scare me more than like losing my mind like that is drowning or dying in a fire.
yeah, those are
That's
brutal.
that's the top three. Like, no, thank you. Oh goodness, where were we?
I heard dying in a fire is peaceful. Oh no, that's drowning. Sorry.
I don't know. I feel like it's terrifying. It
Waking
is
up to a house on fire. We just talked about that?
Did you?
I can't. I'm sorry. I think it was on Radio Rewind.
Well, we're not on that show.
Jason, I know, and Jason doesn't remember anything.
I don't know.
After we're done recording.
I like beer.
I like bear. It is. It is interesting.
We're singing.
Stop, drop, and roll.
We're singing a duet together.
I hear that.
Print
Hey,
it.
little girl, is your dad at home? It's the most Elvis-y that Springsteen ever
Hell yeah.
gets
He really
is on that song.
Hell yeah.
That first verse is sketchy, though.
Yeah.
I heard that when Springsteen is going to die, he'll have 40 pounds of compacted shit in him.
I believe it.
Do you guys know that?
That sounds right to me.
I'm now running through a Rolodex of Springsteen songs trying to find a joke, and I'm timing out.
I got nothing. Shit. No, it's interesting how this was happening, how its demise was coming about. I remember the first time I happened to turn on the TV and I saw Bozo was no longer on. It was just a Sunday show. And even at that tender age of like 12, I'm like, oh, that's not good.
Things are different now.
Yeah.
Like, this is different. Like, I don't think Bozo's going to last much longer.
They got extreme. This ain't your dad's Bozo.
It had
we drink Mountain Dew.
It had 3 Z's in Bozo.
Yeah.
Oh, it was that era, though.
Yes, it was.
They were
extreme nacho.
His clown
surge.
costume was on backwards.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Crisscross style?
Yeah,
Hip-hop
Cookie wore
hooray
a
ho.
sideways hat.
He had to be extreme. Oh, goodness. This also coincided with WGN's... never mind, I already fucking read that shit. Sorry. Actor Michael Immel, who had come on as the character Spiffy during Roy Brown's health issues, was replaced by Robin Urich as Rusty the Handyman. He was joined by Michelle Gregory as Tunya and Kathy... Tunya? Like short for Petunia.
I gotcha.
Kathy Schenkelberg. Yep, had to double check the spelling. As Pepper, Schenkelberg would be dropped in 1996.
R.I.P.
The show suffered another blow in 97 when its format was forced to become educational following a Federal Communications Commission's mandated requirement seeing broadcast television stations air a minimum of 3 hours of educational children's
And thus the Bozo Show became 3 hours long again.
And that's
so
what they
WGN
did.
could fulfill their requirements and be done with it.
I like though that they put that on, but like Bozo didn't have to be the educational show. They just had to have 3 hours of it.
Yep, like
and then someone decided only
Bozo. Man,
He's
that
our
whole
escape clown, yeah.
that whole FCC regulation that came about in the 90s, which I think it got passed in 1990, but it wasn't until about the mid 90s that the FCC started cracking down more on it.
Is this how we got Captain Planet?
No, because that was TBS, and TBS was a cable station. Cable didn't have to. That was just Ted Turner has always been very. He's been more
WGN's
environmentally
cable.
But it was also broadcasted.
But they were both considered superstations.
Yeah, it's weird.
It was very presumptuous.
I think at that point in time, TBS was like the first broadcast superstation, one of the first, or one of the earliest ones, because Turner was kind of on the ground floor of like cable and that development. I think Turner just made it because by that point in time, he was married to Jane Fonda. Jane Fonda is very socially aware. He was kind of the same way, and they both kind of became very cause-driven in regards to the environment. And I think that's where Captain Planet kind of stemmed from.
When I was a teenager, and this isn't that long, like in the 90s, the East Peoria American Legion Hall had in the bathroom like urinal cake things.
Mm-hmm.
That were like these little discs, and they said Hanoi Jane, and it was Jane Fonda.
I do not remember that, and I went to a lot of shows.
This is like in the 90s. Maybe it was one of the VFWs. Maybe it was.
Okay.
It was definitely one of.
I could see that being at like a VFW.
It's like 30 years later. They're still
pissed off though, man.
They're collector's items.
They're fucking pissed off. Like fuck her.
They don't play around.
Hanoi Jane, I'm gonna piss on her.
Now it'd be Taylor Swift.
Yeah, probably.
Yep.
Don't let the Swifties find out.
Man,
about what
is that
you're
my
doing
new
with your
entrepreneurial, unintentional entrepreneur?
Taylor Swift urinal cakes?
Yeah,
it
you
is.
probably could make
Yeah,
a shit
cake
ton of
it
money
off.
doing that.
I can do better.
Did you say caking off?
Cake it off.
Cake it off.
That it doesn't
you could
funny?
do better.
I can
it's
do
pretty
better.
funny, but
that
you
was
could do
the
better.
immediate one.
You had a swing and a miss on the Springsteen with the shit.
I just went
home run with the cake.
I got a
Cake it
check
off.
swing
Born to
there.
Run.
But he set
That's
the
not bad.
standard
That's
up
not bad.
here.
Which one was it?
Born to Runs. I don't know.
Yeah, that would have been the way to go. I was thinking shits of Philadelphia. You know, it's a little deeper cut.
Still
Yeah.
classic. I don't know. You both have had some real top-notch ones.
We're having a lot of fun.
Gefilte flesh.
That was not this episode, I don't think.
No, but you said it in the Howling. It was
Great.
It was great.
I'm a fan of it.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of my own work. What can I say?
You should be. You should take a lot of pride in it. Oh.
So the Bo Zone became 3 hours long and only educational.
Yes, only
I can only
educational.
imagine how much fun that was.
Not very, because in 2001, management for WGN ended production on the Bozo Show officially, citing the increased competition from newer children's cable channels.
Like the Disney Channel.
Well, Disney Channel, Cartoon Network had really risen to prominence. Nickelodeon was
Nick
still doing pretty
Jr..
well. Nick Jr.
Yeah, my daughter
spun off. Boomerang, I think, was
did
a
not
channel
have
by
Bozo.
then. I think by then Disney also spun off Disney XD for basic cable too. So you had minimum 4, maybe 6 or 7 children-centric cable stations.
Noggin.
And
Noggin may have been around about then.
clowns were not fashionable anymore. Clowns
weren't cool in 2001,
were
man.
weird.
Clowns had gone out of
Speaking
fashion.
of John Wayne, that John Wayne Gacy guy ruined clowns for everyone.
He really did. That son of a bitch.
Just matching your energy is what you're doing. The last episode of the Bozo Show, we were talking about before we started recording about a different, like how he's involved now. But at the last one at the time, Billy Corgan was
The two tied together. Yes,
he was in attendance.
There is
for
a
the
Billy
last-
Corgan.
yeah.
There is a Billy Corgan thing.
Smashing
played the
Pumpkins.
Sit on that for a second, darling.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
We'll put a pin in it.
Yeah, because Dustin's got some white hot info on that.
I know.
The final taping, which was a 90-minute primetime special titled Bozo, 40 Years of Fun, taped on June 12, 2001, and aired on July 14th that same summer. At the time, this was the last Bozo show that was still on television. So all the other franchises, Boston, Pennsylvania, Washington, D.C., they're all gone.
Chicago was the marathon.
Chicago
man.
was the last one, baby. The special naturally featured Joey as Bozo, Robin Urich as Rusty, Andy as Professor Andy. Don Sandberg came back as Sandy, as well as Marshall Brodian returning as Wizzo.
Yes.
Roy Brown had sadly passed away in January of 2001, so he did not make it.
Just by a couple months.
Wizzo lived to 2019, and he was on the show in 1968.
Hell yeah.
Jesus.
He had a painting like Dorian Gray somewhere.
Yes. And in an attic, there's
Yeah.
a painting of a wizard clown that looks terrible.
It's a painting of a wizard clown.
Performing on the last show was Chicago native Billy Corgan of the Smashing Pumpkins, and the family of original Chicago Bozo Bob Bell were also present. Many of the props and costumes are now on display at the Museum of Broadcast Communications. Dustin, what can you tell me about?
Well, first off, here's a picture of
Yes.
Billy Corgan with Bozo.
At that taping? or
At
what?
that taping. And I did watch that when it aired. I do remember that.
Yeah.
But recently, William Patrick Corgan.
Tell us what's happening nowadays.
Him and his wife have this place called Madame Zuzu's Tea House in the northwest suburbs.
Yes.
Any connection to my dog?
I don't think
What
so.
do you hold on? What do you think?
Zuzu?
You think it is?
Could
Any
be.
connection with your
I don't-
dog?
I don't know.
Okay.
I hope he's not litigious because I think this was around first.
Dustin and I went to that place.
Yeah, in Highland Park, I believe.
That sounds right.
But he made a post a little over a month ago that said, I grew up loving Bozo Circus and even had the incredible experience of attending the show as a child as well as performing on WGN's final episode. Bringing Bozo to Highland Park is both surreal and fun, and I'm excited for what's to come. Chloe, his wife, and I opened Madame Zuzu's as a place for memories and good old-fashioned fun for families, and this event is where we shine best. We can't wait to see Bozo history buffs and children of all ages walk in and smile. So in this, a big thank you to David Arquette and his wife Christina for this opportunity to bring the magic of Bozo back in such a special, special way. Now, David Arquette purchased the rights. I'm sure Derek might get into it a little bit later, but I'm going to steal the thunder.
No, go for it.
Okay, so David Arquette bought the rights to the Bozo character from Larry Bozo Harmon's estate or whatever. And he's working with Billy Corgan right now to bring back Bozo Circus, coming to Madame Zuzu's October 18th through 20th. So will have already happened.
We're doing a 3-day Bozo extravaganza. David Arquette, the actor, bought the Bozo brand a few years ago. And so we reached out to David. We had this idea about sort of bringing Bozo back to Chicago in a big way. we'll have members of, the Bozo family that everyone that grew up, the WGN show that I grew up on. The son of Bob Bell will be there. Marcy Harmon, who's Larry Harmon, who was the original Bozo going back to, I think, 1955, will be there. Your own WGN's Dean Richards will be the host. I'll be there. David, of course, Arquette will be there. So I'll let my wife pick up the other part. He's dealing with all those details.
Go ahead, Chloe.
Yeah, we're so excited. So the weekend kicks off with our opening night. And like Billy said, we're going to have a lot of veterans from the Bozo world. Joey DeOria, Marcy. We have George Pappas from WGN. We also have Andy, who did the music. I mean, it's going to be a lot of great people.
Quite a party.
Yeah, it's going to be celebrating the legacy and the history and the impact of Chicago, which kicks off into the weekend. Saturday and Sunday during the day, we're having Bozo Circus, and it's going to be family-friendly activities, carnival games, vintage Bozo memorabilia. We're working with the Museum of Broadcast and Communications to bring in some fun stuff on display. It's going to be a lot of action-packed activities. David, as with Bozo, will be there, and the Bozos.
And if you get it in bucket number 6, what do you win?
A Schwinn bike. We have a Schwinn bike. So I'm so excited that we're going to have families of all ages to come and enjoy.
By the time this happens, yes.
I was there. It was really cool.
Whoa.
That they're going to have an event, a weekend, and it's going to be all Bozo stuff. There's going to be grand prize games. There's going to be,
When you and I were
Bozo's
there-
going to be there. David Arquette will be there.
When you and I went there, it was a Tower Records pop-up.
Yeah, it was.
So it feels like this tea shop kind of does these events.
Yeah.
And
it's a small
little
space.
pop-up events and stuff
Yeah.
that are themed.
So this is just like a weekend thing, or is it the kickoff of something bigger?
It could possibly lead to something. They've got some space, and if Bozo's that important to him, I mean, he runs a wrestling organization. So who the hell knows? David Arquette was an indie wrestler. So I think that's probably how him and Billy know each other, is from the wrestling. So now if we're getting Bozo involved, is there going to be a Bozo wrestler? He comes back as David Arquette plays Bozo as a wrestler?
Well, I'm thinking he's going to play Bozo because I saw some TV clips and he kind of hinted that he had some clowning experience.
Yeah. Deputy Dewey is Bozo.
Also, that's Danny Elfman's brother-in-law.
Wait, what? What?
Who is?
David Arquette, right?
Oh, is it?
I think his sister's married Patricia Arquette.
Married to Danny Elfman?
Yeah.
Oh, is she really?
I think so.
Okay.
But they both have red hair, Bozo and Danny Elfman.
Okay, see, there's so many.
Danny Elfman is
so many
Bozo?
connections.
Oh, I don't know.
It makes sense.
Danny Elfman's going to play Carrot Top in the Bozo movie starring David Arquette.
Okay, now it all comes together.
Gotcha.
Now it all comes together. The Bozo Super Sunday Show would air as reruns until August 26th of 2001. Bozo would return to TV on Christmas Eve of 2005 in a 2-hour retrospective titled Bozo, Gar, and Ray, WGN TV Classic, which centered on these 3 notable entries in WGN's original programming history. The primetime premiere clinched the #1 spot for the Chicago market and continues to be broadcast and live streamed live online during the holidays. In 2008, Bozo made his return as a mainstay for Chicago's parade circuit and the WGN TV float for the TV station's 60th anniversary celebration. That same year, he would appear on TV, portrayed by WGN staffer George Pappas, to alert viewers to the upcoming switch from analog to digital. Remember that?
Uh-huh. Get that converter box.
Get your converter box.
I told my barber, I was like, Mel, you got to get that converter box.
Get your government voucher for. What a strange.
That's weird. I went.
Yeah,
to
you
a
look
barber.
confused. I used to have a barber.
I went to a barber named Mel growing up as a
Pekin?
kid. He was in Farmington, but I wonder if it's the same guy.
He got around evidently.
What did
He
his
was
hair-
closed a couple
What did his
days.
hair look like?
Coiffed, very well
What color
coiffed.
was it? It was like white,
Gray.
silvery white. I wonder if it's
He
the
had
same
glasses.
Guy. Yes.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's the same dude.
Mel
serious.
Cooksey. I used to deliver his parents' newspapers, much like one Larry Kenny.
I wonder if because he had a place in Farmington. It was called Mel's Barbershop.
Yeah, Mel and Wanda's Unlimited Barber on Derby Street in Pekin.
I wonder if that's a thing where, like, if your name Mel, you have to be a barber. Like, if your name is Jeeves,
Or own
you
a
have to be
diner.
a butler.
You have to be a butler.
diner.
Yeah. It's just the way it is. Ever since Bozo appears annually in all of Chicago's biggest parades. His legacy and influence secured, and obviously with things on the horizon as well. So,
yep.
What would you gentlemen consider your individual final thoughts in regards to Bozo?
I liked Bozo. I'm glad he existed, and it's a clown that I can look back at fondly, which is not something I can say about most clowns.
Yeah.
So the fact that I liked Bozo, that says something.
You got a thing.
Yeah, it's I love the old carnival aesthetics and stuff, and Bozo kind of fits in that. I don't love clowns per se, but you know, this is a zero budget situation, and to last 40 years, it's a pretty cool thing. I think he had an impact.
Yeah.
And I don't know that we need Bozo anymore or try to like recreate the magic that was. I mean, maybe if
it's neat to hear that what Dustin was bringing up, but I'm kind of with you. I don't know if we.
It's kind of like when we talk about Ernest when we were doing the Ernest shows. Like, what does it look like now?
There's going to be Bozo Day.
There's going to be the Ernest comic book that's coming out that we were talking about with the Kickstarter. But do we need a son of Ernest? Would that work? Maybe.
Yeah.
Would a new Bozo work in this day and age? Would kids gravitate towards that, or would it be like a hipster thing to be into it? Is that good? I don't know. I don't know what that would look like.
Time will tell.
I know we have Miss Rachel on YouTube. We don't need Bozo.
I'm glad it existed.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I got to see some of it when I was young.
Yeah.
Tyson, what say you?
I hadn't thought about it forever, and then I saw your thing.
You point at the list
topics, yes, and
choose one, choose wisely.
Just so many memories flooded back. It's just like something that had been like blown out of my, my memory banks or whatever.
All up in your mind, grapes.
And now I was watching it, and I was just thinking it's like a cool mashup for kids of like. It's like part hee haw and then the grand prize game from The Price is Right mashed on at the end. But it's got. But I don't think it would work
with a circus.
Yeah. Well, yeah, circus. Yeah, that's the main. Which is kind of like it doesn't matter
without the animal cruelty.
Yes,
which was progressive at the time.
I just think that like what made it cool, even as a kid, is you knew. I didn't know anything about production value, but I knew it was somehow janky and homemade.
It wouldn't look good in HD.
No, and I think if they tried to do it today, they would be adding CG elements and there'd be filters on everything. And it would be so. It'd end up being like that crappy CGI that they use for all of like Disney.
Unless they really went retro and they're like practical Bozo only.
Yeah, but then would people? I would probably watch it once.
Right, exactly.
and be glad it existed, and then be like, "Oh,
this is why I only exist at Christmas."
Okay, so anyway, I think it's cool. It's a cool memory, and it's cool that we got to grow up.
Yeah,
I think what I dig about it is, and this speaks to my nerddom in regards to broadcasting. I have a fascination with local broadcasting and what that looked like, especially I would say from about the 60s into about the 90s.
Well, Peoria had something.
I was just
called?
Salty
It was like a fisherman or something.
Captain Jinx and Salty Sam.
Yeah.
I'm 25 News' Chuck Collins. During WEEK's 70 years, two local personalities are revered above all the others. Afternoon children's TV host Captain Jinx and Salty Sam. The show premiered in 1956 when the station purchased a package of Popeye cartoons and needed someone to introduce those cartoons. The first Captain Jinx was radio actor Hal Searles. He left in 1957. He was replaced by WEEK radio announcer Stan Lonergan. Then in 1960, it was decided a second cast member was needed, so weekend weatherman George Basilian was tapped to play First Mate Salty Joe, but the name was quickly changed to Salty Sam. The characters became local superstars. Their show drew an unbelievable 76% of the viewing audience. They made personal appearances, marched in a huge number of local parades, and visited local hospitals, bringing joy to young patients. They even had fan clubs on local college campuses. And if you were lucky enough to attend one of the shows in person, like yours truly, you were the talk of your neighborhood. Due to budget constraints, the show went off in 1973, but in 1978, the SS Albatross returned to the airwaves with new characters like Bosun Joe. In 1981, Captain Jinx and Salty Sam waved goodbye to the audience one final time and stepped into broadcast history. Today, those who enter the WEEK studios pass by two large portraits of the men who played such a big part in the memory of children growing up in Central Illinois.
I was just going to say that.
And then you've got...
I'm sorry.
No. You perfect, because I was just going to bring that up.
We didn't get to see it. It was before our time.
It was before our time. And that's kind of the thing. Like a lot of these like local children productions.
Romper Room.
It's either children's programming or like late night horror movies. Because like
like
Son of
Elvira
Svengoolie is a Chicago legend and still around.
Is it different people though?
Son of Svengoolie is still the same guy. I don't know if he's got as consistent of a show, but he still makes appearances and is out there doing things.
Svengoolie just got I think it's on pre-order, a Super 7 reaction figure.
Okay.
Lord Bloodraw.
I was just going to say, he's another one. Is he more local to here?
Well, last week's episode, I don't know if you remember me talking about it. I went to his local show and I went out to eat with him.
Oh, did you?
And that is real. Yeah, because my friend Brian knows him.
Did you take Susan and Sharon with you?
That's why my mom couldn't hang out on my birthday.
Wow,
you are still in contact with her after everything?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Trying to play both sides of the fence, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
He goes to Riot Fest with me, and then my mom skips my birthday to go to dinner with Lord Bloodrod.
Yep. Sorry, guys.
Happy 43rd to me.
I'm your stepdads now.
My dad is still in
my
the
mom's
house.
dead. My mom is dead. You can't be my stepdad. My stepdad. Married to my stepmom.
Sure.
Great. Enjoy that.
You know what?
Fresh hell.
You're not my dad.
You don't talk to me like that. You're grounded.
Can't
all right?
ground me. You're not my real dad.
I take
Go to my
Bozo
room.
book
My real
back.
dad's a corpse. Well, now a skeleton.
Jesus.
Maybe.
Yep.
My parents are famously dead, Tyson.
He is an old orphan.
He's an
I am an
orphan.
old orphan.
It's
They washed up at St. John's Bay. I don't know if you know that.
Aww.
You called your dad a corpse seconds ago.
I should be laughing. I feel
Yeah.
like a stiff over here.
Oh,
Pretty good joke.
It's okay that I'm alone. It's funny.
Alone.
Hey, I found family, damn it. Family, will you make it? Waterboy, topical, or Joe Dirt. That was Joe Dirt. Sorry, my bad. Anyways, no.
He's almost done. Let him go.
No, I was...
Wind him up and just let him
I was, my brain's rebuffering and everything.
Who's the high one now?
I'm high on life.
Yeah.
No, I have a fascination with like local productions and how that's done, and it was very much a timestamp. Like if what Billy Corgan and David Arquette are doing is kind of like a pop-up thing, that's cool. Do you bring it back? No, I don't. I think you leave that. You leave that
a movie,
there.
probably.
Yeah, if you did like a movie about like how it was made, or like a biopic
With like Timothy Chalamet as Wizzo.
Timothy Chalamet.
Love that guy.
Chalamet is Wizzo. Wow.
I
he
could
did
be on board.
Wonka. He's just moving on through the W's.
I could be on board
Yeah.
with
Jonah
a
Hill's
Bozo-
Cookie.
Maybe.
Seth Green as Bozo.
Michael Cera is on the keyboard.
Michael Cera as Professor
Yes.
Andy.
I met Michael Cera.
Guys, we just
Did
wrote
you
a
really?
movie.
All right, everyone hit the brakes. Tell that story.
Didn't I tell the story before? It's
You
the
met
dumbest
Michael
story.
Cera.
Tell it again.
You need to tell that story.
All right. We played this gig in Brooklyn. We were playing this thing called the Northside Festival. It was like Brooklyn's attempt at South by Southwest. So it's basically like, I think it doesn't matter the backstory. But anyway, we were playing on like a Saturday, let's say, and it was at this venue called the Knitting Factory. And
Oh, okay.
and the night before they had. And usually when you have these festivals, it's like not a cattle call, but it's just like bands all have like an hour-long set.
Mm-hmm.
You have basically 45, whatever. But it's like bam, 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 bam. And then the last band of the night is like at 4 a.m. or whatever. And the last band of the night that night was Michael Cera doing some project with some band. He was like playing synth in some band.
Oh.
Yeah. Cool,
So I
right?
wasn't far off.
Yeah, this is like 2008.
Kinda nailed that one.
2015 or 16, I think. And so anyway, we were playing the next night, but we had the first time check slot for some reason, but we weren't headlining, but we still had to sound check first. It doesn't matter. But we had to be there at like 10 in the morning to sound check when we weren't going to play till like, 7 at night or whatever.
Yeesh.
And that's when the earliest time they could open the place. So we get to the Knitting Factory and the doors are unlocked, but there's like nobody there. It's like empty. Someone just like came and unlocked, probably went around the back to smoke or something.
Sure.
So we're loading in and still no one's around and we're like setting up on stage and this guy walks in and is like heads down. I was like, oh, there's a sound guy. And I looked, I'm like, that's fucking Michael Cera. And so I was just going to roll with it. I'm like, hey, man, are you the sound guy? We've been here for a while, like we're trying to get set up. Like, where do we plug in? And he just was like, oh, I'm not the sound guy. And he walks in the back and he like comes out with this like giant, vintage synthesizer. And he's like walking out, and And I was like, that was fucking weird. Like the sound guy, still, no one showed up yet, and Miranda and I are just like, did that like really just happen? I'm like, okay, let me get my phone in case he comes back. Let's get a picture. So a few minutes later, he comes back. I'm like, hey, I was just joking with you. I know you're Michael Cera. Like, can we get a picture with you? And he goes, no. And just walked out.
What a weird guy.
And then you turn to your wife and say, all right, let's warm up. This next one is called There's Always Money in the Banana Stand. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We're sex for bomb.
Yeah.
No, but I heard a friend of mine a coworker friend of mine, she lived in the neighborhood he lived in Brooklyn. There was this little coffee shop, and she said he like would rent it out just to like hang out with like a friend or go on a date, like an entire coffee shop, or to play chess. Like he just does not want to be. Like,
but like you're
people.
another band, and there's no one else. You know what I mean?
He was
like
scared because there was no one else there.
There was a little leeway because he was fucking with him because Tyson was fucking with him.
I know. I think probably because I was messing with him.
But what happens after he says no?
He just turned around and like walked out. I didn't like. I was okay, and I was okay with it. I was just like, oh,
all right, whatever, man.
Yeah.
Cool. I got a story, and I'm going to tell people.
I felt like I shouldn't have asked him anyway because it was obvious he was in a hurry. But I thought, like, how long would it take to take like 30 or 40 pictures? I still like him.
A scant 30 or 40.
You were going to put your wig on him and everything.
Yeah. I would have laughed out loud after he said no, or yelled out, "This is the better story."
I think there's one more detail, and that might. Yes. I think I also said before I asked, I said, "Hey, if they ever do a movie about Beck, you should play Beck." And he goes, "I get that a lot." And then that's when I said I wanted to.
Oh dear.
So whatever.
You're not wrong.
I shot my shot.
Yeah. You shot your shot, and you weren't wrong.
Jason, would you see that biopic?
No, I don't see biopics anymore.
You're not even a Beck one.
Because that Queen one ruined them forever.
Ruined
you know
them.
What? I seriously, for the longest time, thought I was the only guy that didn't like it because everyone's like, "It's fucking awesome."
It was so bad.
Ramani Malinick is the best actor in the face of the Chalamet.
It was watchable. It's not what I would call an amazing
Chalamet.
movie.
Yeah. Felt the flesh. And I was just like, I think it fucking sucks. It's like
Myers.
Deuteronomy.
It's like there's like we all know their songs. What if we heard the origin of every single one of their hits? Who gives a shit?
And told it in the most like linear.
You really hated the "We Will Rock You" one.
I hate that song. And then it's like, what if Freddie Mercury was 2% gay? No, he's 100% gay, but they like totally fucking gay watch or straight watch the whole thing. You know, it's like he's barely.
Did they? I've never seen
He's
it.
barely a gay guy, and it's like let the guy fucking be gay. You know, who gives a shit?
I didn't know that.
I don't know.
I've never seen the movie, but
here's the most.
Wow,
shocking.
now I really don't want to see it. If that's the
thing,
case.
I learned from the movie that like I thought should have been a wider. I know why it wasn't a wider known fact, but like I feel like even though we know he was gay and died of AIDS, right? He died of AIDS, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That like they kept the fact he was Indian a secret till that movie came out. Did you know he was from India or his parents were? He's not from India. I know there's
Pakistani.
I thought it was
actually. Well, it doesn't matter, but I think he was actually born somewhere in Africa, but his parents
Zanzibar.
I think were India. Yeah, but I think they were Indian.
Really?
No, for sure. Yeah.
I thought it was more like it was like Iranian or Iranian or Pakistan, but it was Indian. Huh?
I think it was Indian.
Was it okay?
Because I think they mentioned that. But anyway, like, isn't that weird though that they had to like keep that a secret? Like,
I guess I say I don't want your biopic. I don't give a shit about that. Show me the documentary. Make an incredible documentary. That's what I want to see.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the regular audiences don't see those in the theater. They want to get butts.
Well, I'm a
seats.
pretentious piece of shit, and I want to watch it.
So
I watch both.
Walk Hard ruined.
I love that one.
I love
it's fucking great.
Right. So you can never do those again because that basically broke the formula.
Took the piss out of it.
The
yeah.
Beatles one, the one that they did, the multi-part one. With the upscale
on
stuff.
Apple TV.
That ruined the music documentary because I don't want to see Dave Grohl in every fucking music documentary telling me about how.
Yeah.
Well, nobody wants to see him right now. Everybody's mad at him.
You know what I mean?
Look at this board. It's
that
magic.
formula, though, of like pulling in a bunch of cameos of famous people to say how it influenced them. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, that Beatles documentary where it was just like, 20 hours of the Beatles and nothing else with no commentary?
Yeah, where they said, this is how we made We Will Rock You and Bohemian Rhapsody. It's like, who gives a fuck? But then you watch the one about the Beatles.
Well, Freddie was late for practice. You got to do something. We're going to stop and clap.
Enough of that. You see fucking Paul McCartney literally write Hey Jude.
Yeah,
You
literally.
see that literally
in
happen.
real time.
It's like that's
because
what I like.
John Lennon was late for practice, and what are you going to do? You're going to bloom, 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 and you're right.
Bimbly bimbly.
And we learned "Hey Jude" was originally
Julian. Hey Jules.
Hey Jules.
Because John Lennon
was a piece of shit dad.
Yeah.
He was he was the Tom Cruise of his time.
He knows a different Tom. You can't judge me by today's standards.
Oh, I forgot. In the 70s and 80s, it was cool to abandon your kid. You're right. And as far as I'm concerned, beating women never went out of fashion.
Never, ever.
Well, you've heard her sing. Chuck Berry wasn't going to tolerate that.
I can see Chuck Berry backhanding you.
What if he hit her so hard that's how she sounds now? What if before she had like this beautiful,
just a beautiful
melodic
songbird and
Asian voice that you want to hear?
Me and Miranda have been working on.
She got a throat chop.
Primal sighs, and we're trying to do primal sigh therapy. We're just like, oh god. But if you do, I gotta go. You guys have like 3 more of these to do.
Yeah.
Sorry, is this on
Well,
tape?
and on that-
No, we got 2.
Well, on that note,
1 and 1.
Let's end the show.
Let's break for commercial.
What can you do with my pal too? Let's play. He talks, plays Simon Says, game of ring toss on his head. He plays hoops. Shot, man. Guards the door. He's ticklish.
My pal too. He's a friend for you.
My pal too. He talks, plays Simon Says, ring toss on his head. He's a robot pal. Yeah. You're my best friend.
He talks, plays hoops. Simon Says his nose glows and he throws. My pal too. Batteries not included from Toy Biz.
From Walt Disney Pictures, Beauty's in trouble. The Beast is under attack. Come on out and fight! And now it's a magical army to the rescue. I love it. They're fighting for their lives. Against impossible odds and ends. But they'll stick together.
I was against this from the start.
No matter what. Only in theaters, it's Walt Disney's Beauty and the Beast. Rated G.
Starts Friday, November 22nd at a theater near you.
It's a high-speed chase where anything can happen. Race and chase. He whips around. After him. He cuts you off. Look out for the double cross jump. You made it. Now hang a U-turn and cut him off. Race and chase with flashing lights and real siren from Tyco.
I got magic copier, look what I do. I draw a great dog, and now I have 2. I draw and I doodle, make copies you see. Great copies I keep just for me.
Magic copier, batteries not included.
It's time to play Take a Vacation with Bozo. Call in now and tell us the Disney magic word you saw during last Friday's Bozo Show. Residents within the 312 and 708 area codes dial 591-7280. Residents outside the 312 and 708 area codes dial 1-708-591-7280. Caller 20 wins a family vacation to Walt Disney World with Bozo. Keep watching and maybe you can take a vacation with Bozo.
What a great. You shut that mouth.
It wasn't great. It was all Yoko Ono singing.
The domestic abuse joke was the line for Tyson. He said, I can't be a part of this anymore.
We have to find everybody's line.
Why do you... He's the catfish. Jason's the catfish. I'm going to have shirts made. What a great.
He ain't wearing it.
For God's sakes, can I come back from commercial? Because he wants to go home. What a great Chicago clown show. Join us next week, won't you please? Because we are going to do a patron pick.
Oh, boy.
Hey, I just want to say the commercial break was apropos that you guys got sponsored by Empire.
Thank you.
580.
2-300 Empire. We're in the yellow pages.
There we go.
That's right.
Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.
No.
Sorry, come back, Jason.
That's
Come
not
back.
No, next week we will be discussing a patron pick from new patron Jacob, a.k.a. Red Mountain Radio. We will be diving into Shirt Tales. I don't know if you guys remember that cartoon at all.
Hey-o. I had the glasses from Hardee's.
Yeah? Oh, nice.
Was that on the list for him to pick?
Nope.
No.
Because it's a patron pick.
Sorry,
No,
guys.
at the time, Trains, Planes, and Automobiles was on the list, but I'm bumping it for a patron pick.
All right.
That is a lovely little franchise from 1982. Plugs! Gentlemen, Radio Rewind every Friday with you and Grace. Anything saucy or cool or fun coming up? Any special guests?
I mean, we've had guests pretty much every week for the most part this season.
say,
So we got some returning champions, a couple more
fan favorites. Coming up.
We're going to have Mark Alghini, local radio guy.
He was at Woodstock 99, right?
Yeah, he used to.
He's in the documentary.
Fat Boy Slim.
Oh, yeah.
He's in the documentary.
He's worked in New York. He's going to have tons of stories.
We forced him to talk about all that.
Yeah.
He did not like it.
Speaking of plugs, why don't we let our front man...
Well, yeah, I didn't
plug
even want to
some-
mention my
plug
shit.
some shit! Tell us about the Fantastic Plastics. Tell us where to find you guys and listen to you.
Well, I mean, we're on all the digital platforms under the Fantastic Plastics,
Yes.
but our main way to see us these days is on Friday nights, pretty much every Friday night from 8 p.m. Central to midnight on Twitch. That's twitch.com/fantasticplastics. And we do music and comedy and hang out and take requests.
You guys just let it ride for like 4 hours.
4 hours.
There's been times I'll be like,
Gotta get
kinda-
those numbers
kinda
up
checking
at
in
the
on
end.
it while like Henry, my son's taking like a shower or getting ready for bed. Put the phone down.
That
get him
kid
to sleep.
showers by himself at that age?
Yes.
I figure, man, I was a bath boy until at least age 8.
No, he's a shower boy.
Okay.
He takes his coffee black on the porch.
It's gonna take
Bath Boys and Tub Girls.
Great album. No, I'll get him to bed and then like let the dogs out, and you guys are still going. Maybe I'll doze off for a little bit. Wake up around like 10:30, use the bathroom. You guys are still going. You just
Here's the
kicking out
here's
the jams.
The thing. On a Friday night, especially, there's like this wave that happens across the country of like basically when people kind of get on, their day ends and they get on to watch Twitch and participate. And it moves across the time zones. And what happens is people are kind of ending their streams around midnight their time, 11 their time. And so, and on Twitch, when someone ends, they can like kind of push their audience into your stream.
Sure.
Ah, okay.
And so it kind of starts snowballing. So it would be better if we started our stream 2 hours later and streamed till like 2 a.m. But like,
You got
just
shit
not
to do the
practical.
next day?
Exhausting. It just throws off. We used to do that. Like we used
Oh,
to go
really?
to 2 a.m., but it like just threw off our sleep schedule all week. But that's when you get the bigger numbers. And the longer you're on, the way the algorithm works, the longer you're on, the more the audience builds, the later you go. It's but 4 hours is like physically. Actually, 3 hours is like where we should stop, and we usually end up going another hour. But
Yeah, we just talking to microphones for like 4 to 5 hours,
Even
like
the
performing
standing,
with instruments and trying
Yeah.
to focus on lyrics and sing.
There
and
should
key.
never be a
Yeah.
camera on any of the three of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know how you guys do it.
Yeah.
it's fun.
It's insane.
I mean, like we wouldn't do it if we didn't love it. You know, like
Yeah.
it's, anyway. It's cool.
Awesome.
And it kind of reminds me of the stuff we're talking about because it is basically like public access TV. We're producing a show from our basement.
Yeah, totally.
And we can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
And we've turned it into like a mix of MTV music videos, but happening live with
Right.
live effects, with like Pee-wee's Playhouse, and like, Conan O'Brien's 90s.
Yeah,
We kinda-
that is probably
that's
the best way to describe it. A little bit.
I don't know how accurate it
90s
is, but-
Conan with some Pee-wee. Definitely.
And then and some music on top. Anyway, so there we go. That's my plug.
I like the video you guys did where she molded the clay bust of you with the hair, a la Lionel Richie.
How do you think?
Hello.
Because this seems like something.
But it was fine because she's your wife. She's not an underage student.
It's not a teacher-student situation.
You corrected the video.
Yes, you corrected the sins
You
of the past.
updated it, for a new
Featured by one
generation.
Lionel Richie. Oh, goodness.
Did you say Lionel Richie?
I said Lionel Richie.
Oh, okay. He's just talking like this again.
You can, of course, find all of us on the social medias at Couch Pilots for Jason, at DutchStick11, at Derek J. Hoover, and at Yesterday's Pod for me. You can email the show at yesterdayspod@gmail.com. Check out the website, yesterdaysmedia.com as well. If you are in the position to help the show grow, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/yesterdays. We, of course, want to thank our producers at the end of the show, and that is going to be Mo, Patron Mike, Quip, Nostalgia Nate, and, of course, Allison Troy, the Retro Toy Princess. That is going to wrap things up for Yesterday's this week, but hey, we'll see you next Monday. Bye-bye.
Thank you for having me.
You are so very welcome.